Good morning, Canada. 5:30 a.m. in Victoria. If you travel 7,500 kilometers east, you'll find Signal Hill in St. John's, Newfoundland, Labrador. If you look down from Signal Hill, you'll see St. John's Harbor and the city, home to about 100,000 people. And in the distance, you'll also find Mile 1 Center, home of this year's Tim Hortons Brier. Coming inside the building, we are glad you're watching our coverage. Brian Mutra, Kathy Gauthier, and this is it, the final full day of round-robin play. Last year, 8-3 was good enough to get you into the playoffs. This year, we will wait and see. But Kathy, you've noticed something different about the field this time around.
Well, gone are the days when the bottom teams could not contend with the top, and so what we're seeing is a lot more close games, and even the teams that don't have the best record, they are pushing those top teams.
Some of those contenders were in action last night. Let's start the action. Draw 13, Team Canada in a battle of the Cooeys. It was Jamie Cooey taking on Kevin Cooey, and Team Canada just too strong.
Well, they really were, and Kevin made a very strong point to his little brother. Very first end has an opportunity for three. It is a tough shot after a really good freeze by Jamie, but this is a three, and that set the momentum for the game.
Jamie yet to beat Kevin at this event. Pat on the back there from Brent Lang as they cruise to another win, the defending champs. Meantime, the hometown heroes also on the ice. It was loud in the building once again. Shocker. This guy brought us A game once again against Team Quebec.
Well, we haven't seen anything other than an A game from this team, and for Quebec, they are a team that the crowd loved, but guess who they loved even more?
And this was a draw for three in the fourth end. Perfect weight as Newfoundland Labrador Brad Gushu picks up another W. Crowd has been just electric when he's on the ice. Other scores, Manitoba beating Nova Scotia 9-3 so far. Mike McEwen, the team to beat on top of the table, and Ontario an 8-6 win over New Brunswick. So there is the standings. Manitoba at 7-1. You have to think that at some time today, they're not on the ice this morning, but they should clinch at least a tiebreaker or a playoff spot. The teams with 3 losses in the mix. The teams with 4 losses, we will wait and see. Stay tuned. Last year, Brad Jacobs, Northern Ontario, that 11-0 record, they ended up with a bronze medal in Ottawa. When they won the Brier in 2013, they came out of that 3-4 games. So anything is possible, but what do they have to change to make sure they make the playoffs?
Well, it's very interesting, this team. When we look to their success in the past, very high numbers, 88s to 1,000, has been a little bit of up and down. Ryan Fry last night, 68%. You will never likely see that again. And when they start to do that, they start to chatter a little bit too much. They got into time clock issues. Just relax and play the game.
So they're taking on Saskatchewan, and 25-year-old Catlin Schneider in his first ever Brier. He played football for the Regina Rams in CIS. I think this curling thing might work out from what we've seen so far here.
Well, for sure. You know, one thing they say about great athletes is that often they can transition to another sport. That inner strength, that mental toughness, those are things that he brought to this game without a Brier experience. The top of the leaderboard, +4, 89%. Wow.
He will try help Adam Casey and company in this game. They come in with 4 losses. It's Can't Lose Thursday here on TSN.
It could be one shot here or there, and you may miss the playoffs, you may lose a game. You need to be sharp all the time. There's really not a whole lot of room to make any mistakes. Everybody knows the caliber of the game now, how good all the teams are, so you're really just trying to make everything that you possibly can and hopefully have the hammer in the last end tied.
The 2017 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada. The 2017 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for 22 years. By World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. And by Sponge Towels Paper Towel. Nothing absorbs like it.
Just after 10 a.m. local time here in St. John's, we're glad you're with us here for this morning draw. New Brunswick, Nova Scotia over on sheet A. Our feature matchup, Northern Ontario, the Brier champs from 2013, taking on Adam Casey and Team Saskatchewan. On sheet C, Team Quebec very much in the playoff picture. Jean-Michel Menard at 5-3. And on sheet D, at 4 losses, John Morris, Jim Cotter trying to keep their playoff hopes alive as well. And as always, we will keep you up to date all morning long, but this is our feature matchup. It is time to meet the teams. It's brought to you by Home Hardware, homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice.
Hi, I'm Adam Casey, skip at Team Saskatchewan. My lead is Dustin Kidby. Our second is Sean Meacham. Our third is Catlin Schneider. And we curl out of the Highland Curling Club in Regina.
Hi, I'm Brad Jacobs, skip of Team Northern Ontario. Our lead is Ryan Harnden. Our second is EJ Harnden. Our third is Ryan Fry. And we curl out of the Community First Curling Center in Sault Ste. Marie.
Brad Jacobs and company coming in with that 6-3 record. Adam Casey at 5-4. Hammer so crucial in a game like this. It was Team Saskatchewan winning that draw to the button, so they have Hammer here in one, throwing the red stones.
You're gonna let me
And the team from Sault Ste. Marie throwing the yellow stones. And their lead, the gold medalist from Sochi in 2014, is Ryan Harnden, and he will get us going on this Thursday morning, final full day of round-robin play. And Kathy, after some disappointing games thus far this week for Northern Ontario, what would you like to see out of this team this morning?
I'd like to see just a very chill team, just coming out to play and not second-guessing each other. There have been discussions of rocks, both by this team. Also heard that from BJ Neufeld, who felt he struggled early in just trying to match stones. And so all of that stuff should be done by now. You should be comfortable with the ice, comfortable with the stones. This is a really good team. Just go play.
A little bit up here, shouldn't be too bad.
Dustin Kidby leads stones for Team Saskatchewan. Nice numbers for him as well, 92%.
Line's good. Line's good. Right in the heart of the cup.
Line pretty good. Easy.
Line's real good.
Okay, it's pretty good now.
And what's really impressive about the Saskatchewan team is that even in their losses, very, very close games, lost an 8-7 match against Team Canada, they're not getting blown out by any stretch of the imagination. Very, very tight all the way to the end with their opposition. So this is not going to be a free walk for Brad Jacobs for sure.
You see on his left arm there, Ryan Harnden still with that athletic tape.
Line's good.
It's been a long week, a lot of sweeping. He had a
Even if it over curls the hair, it's
sore
fine.
tricep, and it was really bugging him a couple days ago. So, like a lot of these guys getting treatment.
Fine, this is fine.
No time to rest at this point, so just bear with it and grind it out, and hopefully find yourself in a game Sunday night here.
That's precise. Good. Attaboy. Good sweep.
Well, they all work really hard on the physical aspect of the game coming in, so you know it's not for the players that are hurting a lack. Sometimes it's actually an overuse. Your muscles are exhausted. This season has been very long for a lot of teams, trying to find points, trying to qualify, if not for the trials, for the pre-trials. And there's only so much you can push your body without that time to rest and recover.
Little room.
We're there.
No, line's good.
Wait
Line's
there.
good.
We're deep.
Line's real good.
Little deep.
Okay, getting tight. Yep, a little bit,
It's all
a little
there.
bit.
Only if I
You're
have
good,
to.
you're good. Back here is not the worst. Just don't be
Yeah, go
back
ahead, Meach.
button. You're good. That's deep enough, deep enough.
Good.
Okay, good.
Out, I guess.
Straight around.
I know.
This looks a lot better, eh?
Yeah. Kind of open. Same speed here, though, eh?
Yeah.
And this should be a great battle at the second position today. The two gentlemen on the ice in this position are the best in the field. Saw those numbers by EJ. He is first. Sean is second.
Clean.
Yep.
Just line.
How much?
Top
Yep.
four.
Line.
Line's fine.
Yep. Whoa.
Top four.
Yep.
Good judge, guys. Good sweep.
If you haven't heard the story, it's a pretty interesting one. Sean Meacham was the skip of this team, and he's now playing second stones. And they reached out to Adam Casey. They wanted a skip. And Adam Casey told us pretty bluntly, he's like, who the heck is Sean Meacham? Had to go on the internet and Google the team and find out what they were all about as Sean makes the run back there. And the rest is history. Joined the team. Adam actually started out being the second for this team, and the team did struggle a little bit. Then they tried the whole fourth rock thing for Adam, and eventually Sean, on the way to a spiel, said, hey, let's let Adam skip full time, and let's see where this takes us, and it's taken them right here to the Tim Hortons Brier.
Well, and I think that for Adam, having skipped before, it's one thing to throw last rock. It's another to actually be able to put the broom down where you want it, have the confidence in that, and to see the path that rocks go. And because he'd been a successful skip, that transition to him not only calling but throwing last rock made a difference.
In between. We're good.
Little, yep.
Go, right. Go.
Yep.
Go. Keep going. Go.
Trying to cap that off. And so one of the things we talk about with Adam Casey as a skip is he's very good at seeing the angles. And that will be the key today, not only to see them for himself, but also to be very careful about what he's leaving for Brad Jacobs. And yesterday I felt he pushed very hard. He had a chance to take one against Kevin Cooey in the 6th end. He tried to play a double that was so flat, not there, wound up hitting and rolling out and giving up a single. So sometimes one is fine. And we already talked about Northern Ontario. Just go play. They are such a good team. And sometimes when you start to overanalyze things, it is to your detriment. Ryan Fry is a brilliant player. Those numbers yesterday were in part because of delivery, but in part because of so many voices talking to him before he threw. Just throw the rock.
Keys to the Game brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures.
Tight. Nope, over curling maybe.
Really tight.
Set, baby.
Almost in.
Off. Yep, bounce it. Bounce it.
Okay.
I think you play this, Cat.
Board's good.
Other options, just freeze.
I think board, roll. Yeah, let's make it.
Kind of wait.
Board.
Okay, it might be a little fresh. Just a little fresh, maybe.
A little fresh, maybe here.
And the one advantage for all the teams, Newfoundland Labrador not on the ice this morning, so communication a little bit easier.
And that was one of the things that Jean-Michel Menard said before last night's game. In playing Newfoundland and Labrador, he never had to worry if mid-delivery the roar would go up or trying to yell above it, because when you're playing him, that's the best time. It's either really quiet or really loud.
Needs to curl up here just to get a piece of that yellow stone. They'll chip it over. And they can't quite chip it out. It'll hang on there, back 12.
Boy, you made that call early.
That was the weight there. Good, Deuce.
Had my coffee this morning, Kathy.
Okay.
Clean it. Clean. Yep.
Backcourt.
Yep.
Backcourt.
Room. Clean. Room.
T-line.
Yep. Hard line.
Just line.
Room.
Just line.
Very.
Okay, good toss.
Good shot, right?
And the only reason that stone is deep is they went hard for line. Ryan's got a little bit of a softer rotation than the rest of his team, so his rocks will finish more, will curl more.
I need a hair more ice than EJ.
Yeah, that one was more. The first one wasn't more.
Same.
First one was fine line if it's a little.
Little down.
I don't think so.
I think it's good.
Line's
We
good.
saw Caitlin's
really
sister
nice.
Lorraine curl for
good.
Saskatchewan at the Scotties
Line's
this
good.
year in St. Catharines, Ontario.
Whoa.
Line's good.
We're there.
How much?
Clean.
Real good.
Yep.
And Dad Jamie Schneider is the alternate on this team.
Line's good.
Weight's good.
Just
Full four. Full four. Whoa.
Earlier in the week, father and son got a game in together,
spot.
which is pretty
Sit.
special, as both Caitlin and Jamie were on the ice for a game.
Good job, guys.
Very nice weight by Caitlin.
That's good. Good spot. Good speed.
Is not the least bit
spot.
phased
Good shot, yeah,
by
it's
any
real good.
part of this event.
Makes it tough on him.
Then he goes,
Freeze on half a rock of that. I like that.
So for Brad Jacobs, just trying to close the scoring area down. Corner freeze on it, you will not be shot, but it will be pretty tough for Saskatchewan to find some real estate to score two.
It's funny talking to Brad.
As long as my hit and roll gets out of the way.
After the fifth end break when he was playing Manitoba, they really led Manitoba that entire game, had momentum, but you could just sense the feeling on the ice that you would have thought if you just walked in, they were the team that was down in the game. He admitted they got a couple breaks in that game, early in the ends in 1 and in 2, where Mike McEwen really had a chance to score a big one, and they got away with it. And this morning, I think it's all about turning that around and creating your own breaks, playing well, and putting a little pressure back on the opposition.
Line looks good. Room. Wait's real close. Lot of
line
room.
for now. Back 4.
Okay,
You got room right now. You can
good.
leave it. T. Back 4.
Lot of
T
room.
line. T.
Wait, perfect. Got it,
Line's
girl.
good. Line's good.
Let it go.
Yep.
Line's
good. Line's yep. Line. Hard.
Hard, guys.
Hard line. Go. Keep going.
It's just coming down. Good way. It's just as soon as it starts curling, it comes off.
Yeah, you go right there, and it kind of sucks, though.
Yeah, they probably have.
Or you give him a freeze if you're back there, right? And he's out of the end.
How about this? I give him the same freeze.
Wow, you just push this back here, though.
Yeah. He doesn't have much on this.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
I think we want to open it because then it gives me a nose hit and maybe it gives me a shot for 2. I don't think you try to score 2 on this one.
What are they doing? Probably trying to guard the draw.
They got to guard the nose. If they don't guard the nose, I'm going to hit for 3 or 4.
As they chat things over, Jean-Michel Menard, that 5-3 record, has a chance to pick up win number 6, taking on the Territories, and Jamie Cooey. He's throwing those yellow stones, and final one to come here. And no surprise here, Kathy, loving that out turn. He's so good with it. Final stone, it's a draw for 2.
It really is ridiculous when you look at the numbers, the out turn to the in turn, even sometimes when he has to flirt with the guard to get there. But on a shot like this, you have complete latitude to throw either. So, Cody, what you know.
He knows it very well. He throws it very well. He's made a couple absolute pistol draws this week. That one day in particular, in an extra end, both games, he had to draw the pin for the win. He did, and there's a nice draw. So it is Quebec, a 2-0 advantage after 1. And what does Adam Casey got, Kathy?
Decision here. He's just going to open up the front. Not very many ways to score 2. If he can open up the front, it will be critical, the placement of the stone by Brad Jacobs, because there are other reds in there.
And he'll roll the shooter towards the rings as it continues to spin. In the meantime, a live look now, sheet D, Alberta and BC. It is Alberta lying 1-2. And one to come here from John Morris's team. It's John who holds the broom, obviously. It is Jim Cotter who throws the final stones for this team, Kathy.
Just looking at Jimmy's kick speed, it looks like he is playing the nose hit.
Clean it. Where is
he is playing the top.
Okay, clean. Line's great. Clean.
Tyrell Griffith.
Clean, guys, clean.
Rick Swatsky, you see.
Looks like it's coming down.
John Morris.
Hard, guys, it's coming down. Hard.
Got to move it enough. Make sure there's shot stone, and they will get enough of the 8-foot, but maybe a little.
Well, that's a pretty tough shot to play in the very first end.
They were a little calm there, maybe too calm.
It came down.
As you hear from John, it did come down, but they did tap it enough for a single there. And as always, we'll keep you up to date. A lot of crucial games right across the 4 sheets of ice here at
speed's fine. I'm just talking about line.
Mile 1 center.
Tight.
Good way. In a room. It'll curl. I'm not worried. Room.
Exactly. I think it'll curl.
Yeah,
it will. Yeah.
No room, guys. Hey, go, Ryan.
Here it goes now. Go ahead, Pete. You gotta go. 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 Whoa. Yep.
It's replacing the guard.
Whoa. You're fine.
Sure, Brad.
Forcing to go a little wider anyway. How you feeling today?
So it is now a draw for 2.
Yeah, I think so too. We worked this spot pretty good in practice, actually.
Yeah. Ren's fast.
So a good sharing of information. This is the line that the teams throw, the draw to the button. That's exactly what this is for Adam Casey.
Final stone here in one.
Don't think we can touch.
And what an opportunity here for Adam Casey, a chance to pick up 2 with hammer in the first. It is the out-turn draw.
Now, often it is quicker in the morning. It was about 15 yesterday. That's a 13-8, which would suggest quite heavy.
Adam.
And that'll slide right through. So the force by Brad Jacobs, Saskatchewan takes a single here in St. John's. Welcome back to our Brier coverage here on TSN. The updates continue. Let's check in on Mike Kennedy, New Brunswick, out of the Capital Winter Club. And he's in a battle here with Nova Scotia. His final stone in one.
He's got an opportunity for 2, has to score the board and stick around.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Clean. Yep, clean.
Mike playing with Scott Jones, Mark Lecoq, Jamie Brannon
Boy, Mike.
in their second consecutive Brier appearance. And there's a nice tap through. So 2 on the board for New Brunswick. And they lead 2-0 after 1. It will be an interesting day here at the Tim Hortons Brier. Your updated standings. Manitoba still the team to catch at 7-1. Mike McEwen not on the ice this morning. You see 2 2-loss teams. The 3 loss teams are still very much in the conversation. It will be those 4 loss teams, though, that we'll have to wait and see how the day folds out. The round robin wraps up tomorrow morning with 1 final draw. And it's the top 4 that make the playoffs. Last year, by the way, it was 8-3. That was the record in Ottawa that got you in. Our feature matchup this morning, Saskatchewan, Northern Ontario. And Adam Casey a little heavy there with his final draw. He needed the pin for 2, just gets the 1. So now here in 2, it is Northern Ontario, Brad Jacobs, Yellowstones with hammer. And this one from their lead, Ryan Harnden.
Well, and just further to the discussion about the field and how flat it is, I saw Glenn Howard there with a record of 3-5. That is someone you don't ever want to take lightly. He's 4th amongst all skips. Richard Hart's right near the top as well. So you can't go out there like you could in the old days and say, I'm playing a team that's 3-5. We just have to go through the motions and win. Not a chance.
The shade low.
And it's the final year, too, of this format as we look at those standings. So there's no more relegation round. It'll be 2 pools when we have the Brier and Regina next year.
Yep.
And the championship pool will determine the winner.
It'll be a very different look and feel.
Okay. Good. That's fine.
Bang, bang. Yellows go. And Saskatchewan lies 2 without hammer here in the second.
Pretty straight there.
Yeah, it is. You go to the back.
Pretty exciting day for Saskatchewan in those green colors. Sounds like there's a press conference today, and Vince Young, former NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year and a Pro Bowler, signing with the Rough Riders, and will likely be their quarterback. That's supposed to happen today at a media conference. So some interesting news there for Riderville.
I can feel my Bomber pride just creeping up as you're saying that. I want to say, yeah, and?
Yeah!
Whoa, whoa, yep,
Yes!
whoa,
Yeah! Whoa!
Shot each.
Get it!
All
wow.
3 E.J. Harnden make him go away. Great shot.
That's why he is the #1 second and rolls to a corner guard. Fantastic shot. Gets rid of the center, gets rid of the 2 in the house, rolls it out, and onto the cup for the corner.
Yep. Yep. Gotta go. Gotta go. Hard. Okay. Okay, buddy.
And what a turnaround now on this end as Northern Ontario, after that great triple, now they have their corner guard with hammer here in 2.
No, you know your weight. Same as what you threw.
So for EJ, we'll be throwing on the heaviest part of the ice, down that center line in the first couple of ends where there have really not been any rocks thrown.
Top 8 foot.
No.
You got room, so you don't have to.
To the back. It's going to stop.
Just let it,
It's gotta,
line's
no,
good.
Can't touch it.
No.
No, Fry, just let it die. It's almost through.
Jeez, CJ. Let's try to tap it out, Colin.
What's that?
tough sport, eh, Kathy? What have you done
think
for me
probably
lately? Makes
just-
the triple, and then you got to come
Just
back and
freeze
try
to it, I think.
keep that stone
I think
above the
just
tee
freeze
line.
to it.
Back 12.
That one? Yeah. 14, 2. It's normal. It's pretty normal, yeah.
So just a little more than I gave you for my draw to the 4-foot last time, hey?
Yeah.
You want to be back?
5 feet more. Yep.
It's good.
Line's good.
Okay, line's good.
Line's real good.
All line,
Yep,
it's real
make sure
good.
you're back there. Yep, little for line.
Where's the weight?
Be real good.
Where?
We're there. Back
Just a little
line.
tiny bump.
Can you tap it through?
Yeah.
Easy.
Go ahead then if you're going to tap
Whoa.
it through. Meech, just Meech, just Meech. Go, 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 go.
How about?
And just enough to tap it out. It's a little trivia for you, Kathy. Let's have a little trivia in the booth this morning. What does this guy right here, Ryan Fry, have in common with the
Back 8. Yep.
Saskatchewan
Rope,
skip and Adam Casey?
Line's good. Yep. Rope.
They both played for multiple provinces.
Line's good.
Correct.
Line's good. Clean.
Great
weight.
Whoa, whoa.
They're both wearing colors of green.
Whoa, whoa.
Bump, bumping.
Brilliant. Correct.
I'm digging.
We're all there.
Yep,
And
whoa,
both
stay
teammates of,
Brad Gushu.
there you go.
Yep, whoa.
They are 2 of 5 players who have competed for 3 provinces or territories at the Brier. Ryan Fry, Adam Casey, Chris Shilley's also on the ice today, as is John Morris, and the other one is John Morris's dad, Earl.
But freeze is probably good as well.
Okay.
And I
Do
think
we
that
want to tap
list
it all or no?
will
I think
get
you wanna be
longer
dead
and
frozen.
longer
Okay.
now that you are allowed one, what we call DH. This person coming in from another province to play with your team does not have to live there anymore. And so many players will go where opportunity presents.
Good weight.
Oh, easy.
Weight's really good.
Easy,
Okay,
guys.
line's a hair tight.
Okay,
Okay,
go-
we can go a bit.
Looks like you're there, no? Are we there?
Line's good.
We're just for line.
Yep. Yep.
Hard.
Hard line.
Hard line.
Hard.
Hard line.
Gotta go.
Hard.
Hard.
Keep going.
Hard. All the way to
Go,
it.
go,
All the
go,
way
go,
to
go.
it. You gotta go. Hard, 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 hard. Okay.
Nicely on top, but for Brad Jacobs, very comfortable about how this is rolling out because you can see all of that 4-foot still open, will continue to play around the corner and knows that if he has to on his final stone,
Here, last
there's a
weight.
lot of the house that he can get to for his single.
Room. You got room. Line's fine.
If you want to get a little picky, Kathy, when you talk about representing your territory or province, John Morris actually 4 different jackets. Team Canada, just since we had that new format, wearing the Team Canada jacket at the Brier. Of course, this is the Olympic team from Sochi, but if you're just talking the new format for the men at the Brier, then John Morris, one of those guys. We just talked about Chris Shilley. Well, he is in the house there, getting ready to put the broom down for his skip, Jamie Cooey, as the territories take on Team Quebec and Jean-Michel Menard. Good pressure, obviously, in this end. You see the 2 in the house, so a nice draw needed here from the skip from the north.
Looking for 8-foot.
That's good. Curling, guys. Line's good. Looks there. Curling pretty good now.
2 years back, it was Jamie, the first team from the territories to qualify for the playoffs, making that 3-4 game.
Nice draw.
So a single there. It is Quebec leading 2-1 after 2.
Adam Casey trying to get on top one more time.
Hard. Go, go, go. Right to it.
Trying to hold the angle so they're shot stone, and it is still yellow, I believe. That's the shot
so
rock.
Too. That over curl just that little bit.
Looked good for a second, and then it started to curl, eh? They shot.
You just can't go over there because he can play off of it.
Yeah, exactly. Just lock another one on, boys.
Okay.
Yeah. It's gonna look real good.
Speed's really good.
Do it.
Hair more.
Same weight he threw on your draw.
Yeah, it's nice speed, eh?
Yeah.
Alberta, BC. There was a blank in the second, so it is Brendan Botcher, the rookie team out of the Saville Community Sports Center, with hammer and 3.
So for Brad Jacobs, taking that little bit of
Fine
extra
for now.
ice
Wait's
anywhere on the line side is fine.
You can wait, you can wait, you can wait.
We can wait.
You can wait. Freeze it. Line's fine, I think.
Yes. Whoa, room.
This line.
Room, you got room.
Gotta wait.
Yeah.
Bumpy.
No.
We're not on this line.
Curl. Sit.
It's coming down. We're good.
Yep. Freeze it.
Yep.
Good shot, Brad. Really good.
That is
Really
a
good
pistol to lie to with hammer.
Attaboy, Brad.
Good weight, Brad.
Now, there's two things that are really good about this shot. Obviously, one of them is that he's shot, but also
Gotta wait.
the angle of where this stone is as we watch it come in.
Sit.
It's coming down. We're good.
Yep. Freeze it.
Yep.
Good shot, Brad. Really good.
You can see that there no longer is a position for Adam Casey to sit in front of it and still be shot. Now he has to duck in on the corner
Freeze it as we can to the 3
without bouncing.
I think that's good right there, Callum. Okay.
And by I mean that you can't sit there anymore. For him to corner freeze here, it would not give him shot, and that is why Adam Casey is trying to go around and nestle in to the side of those stones. Cannot touch that top yellow one or he'll bounce off.
Hairless.
Is there any other option, Kathy, besides this call?
Oh, there always is, but there's not a lot of good ones, Brian. This is for sure the shot. It's just very tough.
We're not there.
Go ahead, go. Hart. Come on, dudes, go.
Really gotta go.
Go.
Hart.
Hart, come on, buddy. Dig deep, go.
We're not there.
Hart, go.
Hart, keep going, dude.
Keep going, Hart.
Hart.
We're not there, but they got to try. Meacham and Kidby still have the heads down.
Come on, buddy, go.
Okay, well.
And they gave it all they had, but it's just not enough. So now there's definitely a draw for the 3, but is there something else there?
Just looking at the angles.
Totally up to you.
Or we're drawing for 3.
Risk reward.
If it's at all thick, it just rolls it in.
I know.
Yeah.
What they were looking at is
we were just
the run.
thinking, could you nose it for 4?
4, yeah. It's
And
tough,
there is a shot for 4.
Anywhere high is not
How's
good.
that for Broom?
Yeah, it's
He's
You
good.
like that, Broom?
yeah, that's good, Bry.
Do you want the same path as my draw? My draw
yeah,
the buttons?
that's a hair.
there.
That's more.
Just a
This
touch
goes there.
left.
Take the
This
same
goes
path as
there.
my draw the buttons. Good speed.
And your shooter goes there. The potential is for 4, but if you hit this stone right here, as soon as my Etch-a-Sketch works.
I'm just hearing a pounding of glass over there.
If you hit, if you hit the stone, whatever. If you hit it too thick, you wind up jamming your opponent in. When you have an opportunity for 3, you take it.
And if anyone has a spare telestrator in St. John's, please bring it up to the booth.
A belt marker.
Final stone, here in 2. Big scrub now. They already have 2. Chance for 3. Non-stop on this rock. Did they pull it far enough? I think they just did.
I don't know, Brian.
It
Take
is
a look
close.
at that red one on the tee line.
Oh my God.
What's that?
I'm gonna measure.
And if these guys can't get it there, nobody can.
I thought it was. Might be you guys, actually. Actually, I think it might be them. Put a stick on it.
I didn't think that had a chance.
What?
I'm warm now, at least.
Well, great effort by the Brushers. There is no give in these two gentlemen. Heard EJ say he didn't think it had a chance, and instead of just saying, no, it's short.
Measuring for 3.
It's kind of a sick feeling, too, on Adam Casey's rock. You heard Sean Meacham go, it's not there, but what do? You keep your head down and you just plug away. So the measurement, 2 for sure for Northern Ontario, and is it 3? So just past the 2.
Please be pass.
Go one
and
more
it
time.
is red.
Go one more time.
And Ryan Fry, as he can, requests one more spin around the block here. But by all accounts, it looks like it's just the 2.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the fact that I think it was like a nose hit for 4 or 5.
I hear Adam Casey talking about that nose hit.
So definitely red. The Harndens did all they could, but just not quite enough. So it is 2 on the board for Northern Ontario.
44 curlers started the week with a chance to drive away in an all-new 2017 Ford Escape SE in the annual Ford Hot Shots competition. The number whittled down to just 2. And in the final, Martin Crête from Quebec faced off against Northern Ontario's Brad Jacobs. And the skip from the Sioux, well, he came to play, scoring a total of 21 points, including a 5 on the around-the-horn triple. Northern Ontario's Brad Jacobs wins the Ford Hot Shots and a 2-year lease on a 2017 Ford Escape SE.
Welcome back to Mile 1 Center, the first mile of the Trans-Canada Highway. It goes right across our great country, and a bit of a frustrating moment there for Brad Jacobs. Had an opportunity to score 3 against Adam Casey and Team Saskatchewan and just came up a touch short. Full credit to the Harnden brothers, a great scrub. It's not to be. So for Adam Casey, who now has hammer here in 3, throwing the Redstones, you have to think a little bit of a whew.
Well, we
could have been a lot worse.
Definitely dodged a bullet. We heard Adam saying, oh boy, did we ever get lucky there. And he didn't mean the draw. He meant the risk that Brad Jacobs did not take to play the run back for the potential 4-5. But for Brad Jacobs, saw that if he didn't hit it right, he could actually wind up giving 1 and felt pretty confident that he could draw for 3.
Gotta go.
Back 8. Hard then.
What do you think?
Hard.
It's close.
Hard. You gotta go line now. Hard. 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 Whoa.
One of the things that Ryan Fry said to me earlier in the week that they have learned from playing in previous Briers is that when you come in the first time, you just want to win all your games. You just want to finish first. And they've realized it is a very long week with highs and lows, and it really is a 2-part event for this team. They look at the round robin as a way to make it to the weekend, and then coming out of the weekend, that's a different story. As you rightly said at the beginning of the show, Brian, they went undefeated, and it really didn't get them anything as it related to the prize they were seeking.
Clean, whoa, whoa, clean, whoa, whoa,
Whoa, right off, Brian.
Whoa, off. Close, whoa, no, off.
Yep,
Pete.
Whoa.
No, Fry.
Red.
Red's fine,
Okay. And to that point, Kathy, that you brought up, their record at the Brier the last few years was unbelievable. Coming into this event, not counting the games here, but coming in, they were 22-1.
That's astounding.
In the round robins, and then 29-4 in their last 33 Brier games. And then obviously a couple of stumbles here, but I mean, pretty ridiculous when you look at the field. And the field in Ottawa was as good, you could argue, as this one or even better.
It was for sure.
We're there.
Those numbers are huge when you think about the strength of field.
Gotta slow down.
Can't bounce.
Gotta slow down.
Bounce it. Okay, up, cat. Go.
The first time we saw them as this unit, as this team, was back in 2012. They were 5-6 in Saskatoon, and have really just gotten better and better. And you know the rest of the story with this team. The trials win, the Olympic gold medal, the Brier victory in Edmonton.
Hammer down.
Yep.
Down.
Yep, keep going.
Whoa.
Hard. Whoa.
Whoa.
Yep, yep, yep.
Want to make sure they roll away.
Shot each.
And Adam will continue to try to corner freeze that stone behind the corner guard.
Line's good again.
Top 8. Gotta go.
Talked a lot about Sean starting this year as a skip. We just saw E.J. Harnden throw for many years the third for Brad Jacobs. And it is that selflessness of the players these days that it really is about not I skipped this team or I played third. It is where can I make the biggest contribution? Who can help us by moving in a position to be stronger?
And good for Sean, too. Keep in mind, this team beat Steve Laycock in the provincial final 11-1, actually, which is quite the score considering how good Steve is. He's a 6-time provincial champ in Saskatchewan. Meacham and Schneider lost to Laycock in that 2016 provincial final. So obviously you change things up. It wasn't working. It wasn't working with that lineup. And here comes Adam, goes to the skip position, and now, hey, these guys made their first Brier, so pretty special.
Whoa, line.
Well, a big chance for Northern Ontario now with that draw coming short to get behind the center.
Where is it? Go.
Line sucks.
Leave it?
I don't know, like.
It's not there, Brad.
Well, not playing close to the guard at all, so leaving it so that maybe it's something you can tap up. You don't want to bring that stone in much deeper to give the hit and roll to Adam Casey.
If we play that, I think we got to try to run the guard. That or around freeze center. Ain't bad either. Might get a chance for an in-off later.
You can't roll up the center?
Up that way?
Play this.
I think there's too much separation. We could, I guess, but probably going to go across
That's
the
not
face
a
of the
bad
yellow.
shot, Catlin.
What do you
Keeps,
like?
the intern
What's that?
draw open.
I said you could play like this.
That's pretty good. Keeps the intern draw open.
It's hard to get it all the way there.
Okay.
Even if you touch this. Do you like that?
I don't mind opening up that side of the sheet.
Sure, either one's good.
Part of this is the
It's a
problem
third.
area where that last stone
Hey,
stopped for Jacobs.
like
He wasn't
firm
happy
control.
with it
Control.
not curling,
Control.
but it is not a
Okay.
stone that Saskatchewan can afford to leave there. Looking for that very thin double, at least removing it, rolling to the other side so that the in-turn opportunity will be available for Adam.
Nice weight.
Control. Yep.
Whoa.
Might
Yes,
even be able to come
control.
off his
Whoa.
own red and
Whoa.
sort of squish
Yes,
back and get the
control.
corner freeze that way,
Whoa.
depending on his angles here.
Anything you got?
But this is
Little
going to be
roll,
close
little
to a
roll,
nose
little
hit
roll.
here, Kathy. A little bit of a roll.
No straighter out there. Both teams getting caught on that this morning.
Yep.
Would you have preferred, Kathy, just to double peel and open it right up?
Bite the button.
No, the idea was good as long as you were able to roll across.
What's the old saying? There's no bad calls if you make it.
Well, for sure.
Yeah.
The problem is now because he partially rolled under, if Ryan Fry is able to bury this, those two front stones are locked. There's no run back available.
Getting tight.
We have an update available.
Back
And we're going to
eight.
give it to you.
Real
Sheet
tight.
C, Northwest Territories taking on
Back
Team
eight.
Quebec.
Yes.
Jean-Michel trying to use his own for the hit and roll to get to the shot stone.
Big out turn weight, roll it in, catch a piece of the red, but not quite enough. So it is a steal of one for Jamie Cooey and the Territories, looking for their second win. And at 5 losses, Jean-Michel Menard cannot afford to drop down to 4, so it's a must-win over there for him in a 2-2 game after 3. We both talked with Jean-Michel Menard. He is another guy battling an injury,
Other
has a
options draw around.
hip problem, some soreness in his left hip, and he's been getting some
I know.
massage therapy.
But you never
And
know
you'll
if
see
he
him
kills
stretching
stuff
it out
back
quite a
here,
bit
it's pretty good,
throughout the duration of a game.
right? Like if you get it back, if you get it here, and he kills those,
I think
you like rolling in.
that or this.
Yeah, either one. You
Or we
whatever
just-
one you want.
I guess make this double too.
This double?
Yeah.
Eh,
really thin.
It's real thin. I don't think it's worth it. I think we want to keep this shooter somewhere where they have to deal with it.
If we can get shot and just get half around that, it's really
That's
good.
real good. Yeah. You like that?
Yeah, I like hack weight.
Okay. How's this look for hack?
Max looks close, I think.
Yeah. Each through one. It was pretty gradual.
Yeah, they pounded it and it straightened out. Hack Wade just tried to get half under, I guess.
They talked about this. This is a really, really tough shot. If you make that double, you're rolling out. And so the decision is instead to hit that stone
That was good for Hack.
and try to roll underneath. Have Brad Jacobs start to chase them instead of the other way around, which has been the case so far this end.
Yeah. Easy, Hack.
Oh.
You might consider
Easy,
that
Hack.
really sharp
Close.
double if you
No.
didn't have last
Close.
rock and
Back
trying to
line.
eliminate
Yes,
some of your
yes.
opponent's stones, but there's no need when you have hammer.
Come on, Meeks. Come on.
No roll, no roll.
Catlin Schneider
Good. Get off there.
sort of tucks in there, and I believe he is shot stone now, Kathy.
Well, that turned out really, really well. He barely had room by that top 12-foot stone.
Good shot, buddy.
Watch the space by the top
Weight was
red stone.
just through.
Yeah. I looked at the ice and I was like, if I'm
That's what I was
heavy
thinking.
here, I don't think
Yeah.
it's going to get there.
Well, the always thing that was nice was you had the back of the red, which we used.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty close.
Yep.
Very nice. So coming off a draw that was not made, final stone on the second end. Need some good draw weight here.
Back 8. You're sweeping for back 8. You got lots of lines, so you don't have to right now.
Should be back there. It's back there.
Stay close.
Weight's
Stay
good.
close. Line's good. Yep. Rope.
No
Rope. Line's fine. Yep.
good.
Line.
Come on.
Back 8. Yep.
Hard, guys.
Yep.
Gotta go.
Right back.
Gotta go.
Keep going, each.
Go each.
Line's good. Keep
Go
going.
each. Go. Go.
Big scrub there from
Not bad.
E.J.
Good
Harnden. And that is back 8. Shot stone now for Northern Ontario.
Great brushing. That out turn finish is very hard compared to what we've seen on the in turn so far
What do
today.
you have for ice? Center?
Yeah, right here.
The angles there too, Kathy, on that yellow-red run back are looking really good for Saskatchewan if they so choose to use it at some point.
Normal weight.
Something that he'll keep
Close
for
to the
sure.
nose here, this side.
Okay.
How far apart are they?
Line it up.
Oh, the top two, there's a couple inches. You got to be close to the nose to make it.
Yeah.
Just a
So
little
there
less
is
than that, I think, Catlin.
no drag on that with the distance between. It really is hitting the yellow at the direct angle to get the red to come straight back.
Normal up.
Yep. Yes! Hard!
Adam Casey is first here in 3.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Close.
Curl of it. Whoa,
Clean.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Bang, bang, run it back. He's got the yellow,
Sit.
but that'll roll a little bit too far. They are
Okay.
still shot stone there in the
We're
top
one,
8.
though.
Back
We're one.
yeah.
Okay.
I think we're one, yeah.
Sorry, Adam.
It's all right.
Close. It's the hair. hair's
We're one,
thicker.
though.
I think we're one.
Okay. I'm pretty sure we're one.
Yeah.
We want to freeze this?
I don't think, well, I don't think so.
Because we're leaving them that, but there's tons of catchers
Are
in
we
here.
shot?
I don't think we're shot. No. That's about half.
No.
This is shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's what I was thinking. If you freeze one,
It's just if you go there, you show him any piece. He's got a catcher, right? We'll be there for 2.
what do you mean
Yeah.
a catcher? A run catcher?
No, like if you showed him any piece here. I guess this has got a
good,
catcher. Like this,
because
he's got to stick a run back without jamming this. And it's still only for 2. I think you want to just go, probably go back button.
Like here?
Yeah.
Okay, edge of the 8, Fry.
I'm very much on the same page as Ryan Fry in this shot. So he's talking about the two
Right on the
options.
tee, back button.
One of them is that you come down to here and you freeze this
Same
stone.
type of
Ryan's
weight.
concern
Yeah,
is if
I
you're
agree.
out
I think
here
the
at
same
all
weight, let it
and
go.
you show, here's the catcher he's talking about. Any hit by Adam Casey bounces onto that red stone and it's an automatic 2. And that's why they're instead trying to make the perfect draw, knowing that Adam Casey will likely play that run back on the red stone, but then he has to worry about driving it into those stones at the back, and it would only be for 1.
I'm happy to see you and the telestrator have made up, Kathy. You guys
I'm
are
still
getting along.
glaring at it,
You
I'm
guys
not
are
going to lie.
Getting along.
Back four.
We are not.
You need a softer touch
Back eight.
over there. You just can't ram the telestrator.
Back four.
Back
Back
four.
eight.
Back eight.
Almost two are.
Threes are back.
Yeah.
Room, it's really going sideways.
Two are yellow.
Yep. If it's short, we're
Really
going
going sideways.
Yep. Bumping our yellow.
This is the audible.
Hard.
Change of plans based on the weight.
You're a catcher if you do play it. I think you run it.
Can you come off that? No, it's too high.
No, it's too steep. I'm just pushing it. I got so much.
It's there for two.
You got to try it.
Or
if
you
it's
draw
there.
for one.
Hey, if it's there, is it really hard or not bad?
It's not hard. It's just a hair low of that guy. It's almost a nose
Almost
hit.
nose hit, just a hair
Right.
high. You like it?
Yep.
We know he loves these shots, Kathy. He enjoys playing them.
Well, he does. The challenge is this is that big debate between the take the one or
like
try for the two that we talked about
I
in
like
some of
this.
the
Let's make it.
keys. The advantage for Brad Jacobs in being heavy is that it overcurled. There's nothing that is out in the wings that allows a simple in-off. Pushes Adam back to running that stone back. That's a long run.
Can I be back here?
No, I like you in front.
Okay.
And you can see if he gets it right on the nose, that
millimeter
yellow
low,
goes
Calvin.
on to the
Out
back
turn?
one in the
Yep.
12-foot and will outcount the current second stone. This has to be perfect.
Yep. Yes.
Final stone here in 3. They got him right out of his hand. Kidby scrubbing. Bang it back. How's the angle? Oh, almost gets lucky with the spill up, and maybe he did.
I think he did.
Just enough for the single. Back that up, baby. Ryan Fry will have a look.
Who saw that one coming?
I'm pretty sure it's red, but sorry, Fry.
Sorry, guys.
Now the apology, because that's not really what they called, but sometimes in a long week in a game, there's your story. You need a break every now and then. They obviously missed the run back, but oh.
Round the horn and up.
Back that thing up, baby. And there she is. Good for a single. In a tie game here in St. John's. Welcome back to St. John's. There is Pat Simmons. He is the coach of Team Saskatchewan. And 2 years ago yesterday, how about this moment?
Crowd settles down. Bite. The white. Draw for the win.
Line's good. Line's good.
Team Canada.
Looks light. Looks light.
Looks a little light, says Morris.
Yeah,
Now it's up to Thiessen and Rycroft. They need the white. They need the button. Here's Morris too. They need the button to be the Brier champions.
How good is that? That was in Calgary, Alberta, and two things stand out to me in watching that. Number one, that was the Batista bat flip before the Batista bat flip. And number two, I'm always reminded how close Carter Rycroft was to burning that stone.
I do too.
When he was celebrating.
What a great moment. I know not for the opposition, but it's so wonderful to see championships won on really big shots, just like that.
And that was the incredible story too. They were very slow out of the gate as Team Canada. John Morris was skipping that team. They made the switch and it became basically Pat Simmons' team. And what a team it was, as they were the first team ever to defend as Team Canada at the Brier. As we get closer here now to championship weekend.
I think it's a little bit.
And a nice break for Team Saskatchewan there and Adam Casey. But sometimes in curling you need breaks like that. He gets his single. It looked like a steal. So we're tied up at 2 here in the fourth end. It is Brad Jacobs, Yellow Stones with hammer.
Little bit.
Top 8. No bounce.
Oh, guys.
Top 8.
Top 8.
Whoa. Top 4.
Top 4.
Whoa.
Weight's good.
Whoa, can't
Just the line.
bounce.
Weight's good.
Can't bounce.
We're bumping
Cannot
a bit.
bounce
Bumping
it.
a bit.
That's bad.
Oh, okay.
You can't play like hack or anything, eh?
Trying to tap those stones around.
Just back 4, back button.
What did he say?
Back 4, back button.
Okay.
Do you want me on the inside or no?
That's right.
Rub.
Back 4.
Rub. Clean.
Trying to change the
Back
angles
row.
more than anything,
Rub.
not
T-line.
eliminate the
Rub,
red
rub,
stone
rub.
that
Back
is biting a
Back
part
8.
of the
Not
button.
doing anything yet.
Back 8. Back 4.
Pete, finish it. Go, Pete.
Go, Ryan.
Go.
Shot.
Good shot, I think.
Good. Really good, I think. Maybe not.
We freeze
An
the other
intern
way.
freeze any good?
Here?
The back one.
No.
Okay.
No, then
Not
there's a
any good.
pocket.
You can do this. I think I like that.
That's not bad, actually.
And the reason that
Board.
intern freeze isn't any good, as they said, is the yellow, red, yellow is going to go automatically onto a stone placed in front of it. And so now it's about elimination of the shot stone.
Weight's good. A little big.
Yep.
Big board.
Yep.
Hard.
Hard. Hard. Hard.
This rock really making its move now.
Oh, wait.
And they make it go, but they sit right there.
I don't know.
It's like, how patient do we want to be? I don't know. You do. Can you make the double?
How much do I have to hit?
What?
How much do I have to hit?
Like, it's kind of.
Over on sheet D,
I mean, you can make
John
the
Morris,
double,
Team BC, the only team so far this week to knock off Team Manitoba. And with those 4 losses, they're trying to keep their playoff hopes alive. And they have 3 counting right now. And that's what's facing Brendan Botcher out of Alberta with his final stone.
Now, Brendan's had some fantastic games where he's made double after double after double, and then has had some real struggle games. It's been a very up and down roller coaster ride for this Alberta team.
Line's real good.
Easton and Martin,
Nice
the
shot.
front end, and their AC Darren Molding in the house. It is a nice shot, so a good draw to pick up a single. And they're tied up at 1 after 4.
Yeah, you can roll in. You can roll in. That's probably.
Play that. Whatever you like. I don't mind either or. I kind of like the roll.
Probably gotta
Personally.
hit it.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like the roll. And if you push the red, you push the red. Normal or when you throwing? I don't know. Whatever he says.
Board?
Board.
Board, wait.
So you can get to the inside of the stone that the broom is beside to make the double, but for the Jacobs team, they have a complete appreciation for what Saskatchewan has still to come and don't want to create a situation for a blank.
good.
They also
Yep,
don't want to
yep.
unhook a bunch of stones,
Yep.
so it's about eliminating
Yep.
one, rolling to the
Whoa,
inside,
whoa,
and
yep,
trying to
yep,
create more
yep,
yellow granite
Yep. Whoa.
and a tougher shot for Adam Casey and the Saskatchewan team. So not about the double, just that little roll, just like that.
Yeah. Nose and you chip. You leave this yellow.
Jean-Michel Menard won that Brier title back in 2006. He says it still feels like yesterday. And they're battling to get into the playoffs this year in St. John's. His first time, he says, to this great city. And his final stone on the way against Jamie Cooey in the territories.
Well, opportunity for 2. We took a quick look over there. A number of yellow stones in play, but there is a Northwest Territories stone that is buried. No chance to get it out.
And there you see the house comes into view. There's the one for sure, and that will stop in time. So 2 on the board for Team Quebec, and they lead 4-2 after 4. And a timeout called in our feature matchup, and there is Pat Simmons.
No, that's going into third.
7 a bit, create a good angle for them.
You got a thought, Pat?
Yeah, I was thinking run that guard back on the nose.
Okay.
Was what I was thinking.
Try to get rid
I mean,
of
if
these
you,
two.
yeah.
And even if you chip this, it's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I think
Just-
those are the 2 shots, the run
Got-
or freeze. Right.
Yeah, I
Run
think
looks good.
got to get some stuff moving here,
Yeah.
I think. So.
The guard, nothing in here is helping us at the moment.
Yeah, I know.
Even if we actually run it onto that 4 and get rid of both of those, ain't bad.
It's not
that's what I
bad, but
said.
right on the nose
Try
is...
to play
Right
it
on those,
onto the
yeah,
6.
Absolutely.
Out turn, Kylan.
You can't nut it.
Well, you know what I mean.
But yeah, get both of them.
Well, it's not bad.
Like right on just center, close to center. Yeah.
This is a shot to create opportunity. It is not a shot to leave yourself lying shot necessarily.
The hair less.
You heard Pat say right now the angles aren't very good for us. There still are many rocks to come.
Dead beak, I think.
Hey, bud.
Nose hit is going to move some of that granite around.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Yes. Whoa. 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 Whoa.
Catlin Schneider. And he'll get that yellow going.
It's actually not bad. Not horrible.
Ah,
Just
it's
leave
not
that
bad.
below it. It's perfect.
It's not bad, buddy.
Yeah, it's not bad actually. Worked out.
It isn't bad because it moves
not
those
bad.
stones around. Yes, it gets rid of one of theirs, but
Screaming wall.
the opportunities are now much better for Saskatchewan. It's a pretty cool cucumber.
Do this.
Then he's
You
just gonna
can,
hit
I
and roll
guess,
away, right?
but
I think you have to almost go in there.
pretty good shot he made.
Yeah, and if we over curl a hair, we want to be able to
Guard
use
that.
this.
Yeah, I don't want to overthrow.
Yeah, tight guard.
Tight guard.
Yeah. Speed's good.
Even biting. Biting is good.
Biting's good, he said.
Biting isn't bad because not only does it guard your shot stone, but you create an angle that you may be able to play yellow, yellow, red to get rid of that stone for a potential 3 later.
Okay, bite the. You got room.
Top
Starting to get the feeling here,
Got
Kathy,
lots of
they're
line
letting
right now.
Brad be the boss here in this game.
And it's really
Top 8.
important.
Okay, just-
There was
just let it
so
go
much
on its own.
discussion yesterday, and sometimes
Top 12.
when people's numbers start to
Or
drop
freeze
and you
ours, Brad.
see
Yeah,
that
yeah, maybe.
they're
No,
struggling,
no,
you're
no,
trying to
no,
help.
no,
The
no, you're not.
spirit of the idea is really good, but then it
Hard.
just makes everything very uncomfortable because that's not how this team typically rolls. They give advice, they give input, but it got a little bit overboard. And for Ryan, just needs to feel the confidence that there's one shot, because if he's got one shot in his mind, he's likely to make it.
You're going to kill it. I guess if you get
We
either
talked
of
about the
yellows,
inconsistencies
okay.
of
If you get by real
particularly
Take
the
it
back
wrong.
end of Northern Ontario. When we look at them, take a look at starting at the bottom. Well, that's the range of low to high percentages in those Brier years. But look at this current year. Ryan Fry, 68. He is not anywhere near that in the low columns in previous years. Same with Brad. His, again, not as high and a little bit lower, and so that speaks volumes about confidence, but it is consistency that this Northern Ontario team usually brings to the table, can bring to the table, and needs to bring back to the table to win.
And the one year they're missing, that 2014, they were winning a gold medal in Sochi for Canada.
Close. Whoa. Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Whoa, 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 whoa.
They save it by the guard, run it back. 2 yellows go. Lovely shot from Catlin Schneider.
Shot.
That is impressive. He
Great shot,
just
Calvin.
squeaks the guard.
Wow, we got tight to that guard.
Oh, you did.
Actually curled a little.
I thought it would.
Not only a shot, but it's guarded.
See, I should be a curling scout, Kathy. At the top of the show, I said the former football player, he probably has a chance at this curling thing.
Yeah,
Looking real good.
and he doesn't have to worry about somebody decking him right here.
Just drilled by a linebacker. The former wide receiver
Top button.
for the Regina Rams.
You got lots of line right now.
We can wait.
Just let it work.
Do you want me in?
Yep.
Okay, we can still wait.
Okay. EJ, yeah, it's yours, EJ. Go when you can. Yep, go ahead now. It's curling. You got it. You got it. Finish it. Finish it. Go. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
You gotta go each.
Okay, good sweep.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Heard of it at least.
Yep. That or just a straight freeze isn't bad.
You ever take that?
Shot, right?
Very nice weight by Ryan Fry. Took its time getting underneath that guard.
If it was my last one, I'd hit it. But I think I'm just giving him the same shot. So let's, right now, let's make a good freeze.
Yep. That hit roll's not easy either. So.
Nope.
This is nice.
Speed should be right up here.
Top here, yeah.
Yeah. Stay hairless.
So for Adam Casey, trying to corner freeze on the top of the stone, just thrown by Ryan Fry. Really closed the scoring area down.
Line's good, yep.
Hard early.
Yep.
Where are we?
Line's good, yep. Hard weight, hard weight, hard weight.
Where are we?
Top four.
Let's check in now on sheet A. New Brunswick, a 4-1 advantage. Mike Kennedy over Jamie Murphy in Nova Scotia. And final stone here on the way in. The young man here who came out of that pre-competition for Nova Scotia to get into the main draw. A 2-6 record, needs a nice drop here against a few.
Well, he told you yesterday that he was feeling a little bit fatigued from that pre-relegation round. We heard him say that his legs were really sore and was losing the touch. Seems to have it back today. They can just get it to the forefoot.
Little bit more, and it just comes up short, I believe. So yeah, it is one. So in his second consecutive Brier appearance, Mike Kennedy looking to pick up his second win, leading by 4.
Okay, I saw yours. He was way tighter than you. They pounded it.
Yeah.
Like I got to think that somewhere around here is the right line.
That looks good to me.
Just freeze.
Freeze?
Just
Just try
froze
to
it.
get slightly on the inside.
Just try to
Shorter,
get
it's
to the
okay.
inside. You can see if you can get just to the inside. If there's a piece of that that's accessible to Brad Jacobs on his next one, both of those red ones could go flying.
T.
Whoa. Room.
Room right now. You can let it
T-line.
work.
Too
by
much.
itself.
Back 4. Yep. Back 4. T-line. Go. Go. Yep. Go. You got to bounce.
Yep.
Hard.
Yeah, he's right.
Hard. Get that out of there. Get it out of there.
Whoa, whoa, not too good.
Okay.
No, I think that's the call.
Just right
Back
there.
line. Well, the other option is I could just pick it. Like just not this one there.
Yeah. Are we for sure shot
Yep.
here? Yeah.
You're out counting that one for
Do
sure.
they have anything off that?
No. I just think your two options are to play it light and just try to push this here, or do you hit it and just show him half of it and make him play this wide draw. If I throw back line and line these up,
It could be worse. I agree. It could be
That's
better.
the-
if
that's
you make
the
it
best
good,
result,
it's better
right?
if you don't. Yeah.
as long as I push this to here, we're good.
If you ever tap and you're just a little high and you roll like this, he might be able to throw a bomb and get them dragging and come across and push this
You're
one.
saying you might leave him the triple.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just pick it then.
But where is this going to go?
It might spin a little.
We want it to stay as much as we can, right?
Okay.
Well,
let's
let's just
throw normal.
then, yeah.
Yeah, right there.
And even if you thin it, you might even get this one, right?
Yeah.
Well, a really good discussion considering all the options that they do
The
have.
best shot would be to tap it, but I'm a little worried to give like an around the horn triple for 3. So let's just get rid of
Ideally, like
it
as thin as possible,
and
but
try
we don't
keep
need to
as
risk
buried
it,
as we
right?
can.
So his
Normal
preference, Adams, is just to tap it back to here.
Normal, yeah.
And have your
Feel
shot,
it kind of spins.
have that shot back there.
That looks good.
The problem is they're concerned about where the shooter will go. And if the shooter is in this area here, you create the opportunity for a big weight triple. This was the angles caution in the beginning that we talked about, not only knowing the angles, but respecting your opponent's ability to hit angles. So it's making it go away.
Never stop. Keep going. Never stop.
Adam Casey, his final stone here in 4.
Sit.
Good.
And boom, yellow goes away, and that red sticks right there.
Good. Good call, buddy.
And there is no double, so it is a wide
I think that's the
draw.
call there.
Now, just off so far today on draw weight has been Brad Jacobs. Just a little light, just a little bit heavy, needs to be very exact.
Just split the tee.
Sweep for tee line. Sweep for tee line. Line's fine. Line's good. Sweep for tee.
Just split the tee.
Line's good. Sweep for tee. Put it on the tee. Put it on the
Line's
tee.
good.
You
Just
got
split
room.
the tee.
You got room.
Got to curl a bit. No, line's fine. Split the tee. Go, 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 go. Hard. Hardy.
Final few scrubs, and what draw weight from Brad Jacobs.
Lovely.
That's the touch of an Olympic champion in 2014. Trying to keep his playoff hopes alive here in St. John's. They lead 3-2. Welcome back to St. John's. And that was a clutch draw from the skipper there. Not a lot of room, but the room he needed, he found it.
Well, and what makes it even a better shot is that he was a little bit light in 2 on a draw for 3. He was a little bit heavy in 3 on an opportunity. And so you don't have a lot of confidence sitting in the hack, and you have to be very precise. Brad Jacobs, one of the best at isolating to the moment, allowing for the brilliant brushing of his front end. How good is that?
That is real good. Always nice to have draw weight in your back pocket.
Great judgment by the brushers to make sure to get it there.
That is the key shot. It's brought to you by Cashmere. Nothing feels like Cashmere. Well, draw weight's pretty close, but nothing feels like Cashmere. Welcome back. Final full day of round robin coverage here at the Tim Hortons Brier. The round robin wraps up tomorrow morning with one more draw. The playoff picture should be a little more clear as we approach tonight's action. So here in 5, Saskatchewan down by 1 with Hammer throwing the red stones, and this one from Dustin Kidby.
I think it's pretty close. A little bit of room.
Top 12 right now.
Okay, top. Okay, line's okay. Line's good. Play the weight. Line's good.
Like to go.
Okay,
Gotta
top
go.
8. Line's
Pretty
real good. Top 8.
It's sure good.
Little room. Little room.
bit, yep.
Now, this has been a consistent
Yep.
pattern in this game right from the get-go. Going around, lining up stones, locking them on. Some great shooting by both teams.
Over on sheet D, Alberta, BC in a close game, tied at 1. Here with 1 rock to come in the 5th end, it's Jim Cotter, his final stone.
Yep. Yep. Hard shot.
Well, for Jim, trying to have that soft touch to get by, tap that redstone back to bring their 12-foot counter into play.
Scrub swat.
Greg Swatsky brushed down, nice result. So 2 on the board there. They lead 3-1 after 5, and they come in with that 5-4 record. And remember, this team, a lot of success together. 2nd place finish at the trials, 2nd place at the Brier. And they certainly have the potential to make some noise if they can get into the weekend.
Now, that is the challenge. Need to win out to keep themselves up there.
Fairly normal.
Things getting a little bit messy and cluttered in that middle with last rock. Adam looking to have this run back, open it all up.
Okay. Okay, buddy.
Halfway.
And that is why Brad is looking for a
Like
2
here.
or a stone that is at least halfway out. Makes those run backs that little bit more difficult.
Tight halfway.
Okay, clean it, Fry. Yep.
Yep, Fry.
Rope.
Yep, Fry.
Yep.
Halfway.
Whoa.
Yep.
Clean. Yep.
Yep,
Fry.
Fry.
Whoa. Whoa.
Halfway.
Whoa.
Yep,
Whoa.
Fry.
Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa. Let it
Whoa.
work a
Those
bit.
reds.
Whoa.
Pete. Yep. Pete.
Go,
Finish
Pete.
it.
Go, Pete.
Yep.
Gotta go, Ryan.
Yep.
Gotta go, 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 go. Go, go, go.
Shot.
Same shot for Sean. Gonna run the stone straight back.
Yep.
Get rid of shot stone.
Easy.
Hard. Hard.
Sean Meacham.
Good.
Both
Just
yellows
like that.
go.
Yeah.
Lovely touch.
Good save, Deuce.
Shot.
Board.
Well, learn from the first one what the predictability of the stone will do. Catches a better part of it.
Good way.
But did roll that shooter to the wing, so a chance for Ryan Fry
Way out
to
there.
make the contact.
EJ.
Whoa.
EJ.
Curling. Front. Or Pete. Yep. 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 Roll it. Whoa. 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 No. 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 Yep.
It's hard to call out, man. Let's try.
It was a single for Jamie Cooey Territories.
Think you
So
can
in
get
6,
under?
it is Jean-Michel Menard with hammer
hack.
leading by 1.
I don't think I like that though.
Just roll
What do you
Can't we
like?
just, like
Roll
make the
under.
double off the center one or roll under it or to it kind of thing?
You can, yeah. Just
I like that
barely.
better.
Even if you just roll here, I guess it's
If you
good.
go under, it's almost
This is like half a rock behind.
What's that?
This is a half rock
Yeah,
behind.
I can see it, but if you hit fairly thick, you should make it, right?
Yeah.
You could just play lighter weight.
You do
and
this
just hit
too.
go behind it too. It's a more makeable shot.
Might even get.
Yeah.
Like with board or something, just roll behind it.
This is a half to a third.
You make it with a little lighter weight and just roll behind that corner too.
Yeah, you got to push that all the way through the house. It's probably easier to make the double
Well, even if you just push it over here, it's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Okay, sure.
In turn.
Sure.
Now, teams have advantages in
half?
buildings with the big screens
Half,
in the
yep.
middle. And you find often from the hack, they're all looking up. It allows them to get a better sense. You don't get the depth perception when you sit in the hack and look down the sheet
Whoa.
as
Hard
you
up.
can when you look up and get a sense
Whoa.
that these are
Yeah,
very
yep, yep,
flat.
yep, yep, yep. Whoa, whoa. Clean.
Catlin Schneider.
Shot.
Bang, bang. Yellow
What?
keeps on moving.
Very nice.
And he spills it right out. When they made that switch on this team, and you just heard Sean Meacham with some nice positive conversation there with Catlin, he said, listen, I'm going to handle the front end, you handle the back end. It's nice to have a separate voice even when you have your third there in the hack and have that little extra conversation.
And that comes also
Whoa,
from
EJ,
Sean having
EJ,
skipped for many
EJ.
years.
Go.
Okay, let's try
Let's try to be
like
high
top
on
8
this,
foot.
like
yeah,
yeah,
top
full 8. Like,
Well, not
even if we're
particularly
just-
threatened by that nose by Ryan Fry. Going to utilize those corner guards.
Oh, they come in nice. You just as the hair soft and they curled up
and
real
this,
good.
this path's pretty good, eh?
Yeah.
I thought it was okay, guys. Easy.
Top 8.
Whoa! Whoa for line.
Top 8.
Weight's good.
Got a
Deuce your
curl.
rock.
Deuce's rock. Line's
Line's
not
good
bad. Still go Deuce.
Keep coming.
Go ahead, Deuce.
Keep
Line's
coming
pretty
hard,
close.
boys.
Get
Hard.
it going
You gotta
over.
go
Hard,
to contact
buddy.
guy. Line's
Line's
good.
close.
Hard.
Hard, Deuce.
Hard. Keep going.
Go, buddy.
Deuce would be
Keep
Dustin
going.
Kidby.
Farther. Go.
Hard.
Well brushed.
And it's not shot stone, I don't
Fine.
believe, but it is buried behind the
good.
corner.
We're not shot, but it's fine.
3/4 buried.
Yep.
Well, that is the bigger
Set the
deal.
weight. Probably max ice there, guys.
a quarter of theirs.
Yeah, that's the other shot.
It's just that we're shot, eh?
Yeah.
We're shot rock. That's the only thing.
We're shot. You know, I know. I'm just telling you.
Still might be the play, though.
Because even if, well, we make a good one here, he can freeze and get inside us, or make that double.
My biggest worry is that we go here and he just makes the double. Maybe here?
Yeah, we could do that. We could also go after that, try to hit and roll.
We could. It's just a deuce. Like you're right. We definitely can.
The error would be try to tick the front. You might roll into over to this one.
Maybe.
What do you like? I feel like this is the call, man.
I like it.
That's what we just said.
With like,
So Kathy, in the broadcast booth, I know
like
EJ
back
says
line,
maybe
'cause you're just
he
pushing
can
it
see a
out
third or
and
so. I'm right behind him, and
back line.
It's a skinny third.
It looks really buried. Thankfully, I don't have to throw it or anything up here.
Well,
maybe a
ever.
a pen at you, if that's illustrator.
Back line. Try to get rid of it.
Well, there's a great angle of what he can see. It is a glimmer. We'll see from Brad when he sits in the hack if he's still as confident.
It's like a ton of this.
It looks like a lot of ice to me.
And that is something that you need to steel yourself against as a skip. When you put the broom down, it very much looks different when you're sitting in the hack, but he is throwing down quiet weight. There is movement to the wings. And so if you don't like the ice, you need to take a little bit less. But Brad, I think, has been around the block a number of times. Thinks it's a lot of ice, but he's going to utilize it.
Just hack. Back line.
EJ. Really got to go. Keep going.
Trying to get some curl. EJ Harnden by the red, no problem. Nice quiet weight, and they'll bump it out.
That shows you how great Jamie Barrass's ice is, the predictability. Brad Jacobs thought it was a lot, but he needed all of that.
He was able to move that.
Oh, yeah. So you're able to move it out here, for sure.
Moving it, meaning that one sweeper using that strong push motion, helping the rock get to where it's going faster.
Not bad. I think this is the shot. I think right there is the best you can do.
Okay, yeah, you're probably right. That's a little steep on him at least. Okay, control.
make him
Even if
hit
you
his
roll
own.
a little bit there.
Yeah, even if you roll like right there.
Yeah,
If
I'll
he
have the
plays
worst
this,
case, I'll have
if
the
he plays
drop
this,
one.
you're gonna have a pick for the blank.
Control right there. Look good to you?
Yeah, looks close.
There's no real good draw. You got to roll to the middle. Yep. Even if try to roll dead behind the red. Control. Okay. Good.
Playing to get to that inside roll under the guard. They know that there will be a run on the Yellowstone belonging to Northern Ontario in the house, but it will be very sharp, and Brad Jacobs would likely roll out, and that would lead to the blank.
Oh, no. It's going backward.
Yep.
Whoa.
No.
We're
Yep.
too late. We're too
Ah,
late.
you're right in the beat.
Meet you a little bit. Okay, good throw.
Okay.
Even just the double. It's not an easy. But you can roll this way to force it.
No, well,
Like
there's
then-
no double. There's no.
Well, thin, for sure.
If he wants to throw that, by all means. I think you just want to. Nose is fine. Right here, Fry. I think you want to roll
Sorry,
it like.
where'd you have it here?
2 inches. Yeah, control. Nose is good.
The more the roll, if you roll
yeah, like,
under,
at the most. Nose
it
is
increases
fine.
the opportunity for a double, and nose hit will make it pretty tough for Adam Casey to blank. Also makes it pretty tough to draw.
I was going to say, there's a tough draw, and if you do hit, you got to hit and get that roll in, or you're giving up a steal.
Control.
Firm control.
Yep. Wait. Clean. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. 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 Whoa.
He said nose is fine, and he bangs it on the nose. So now, Do you try the double, the draw,
Yeah,
or maybe a
this
quiet
one's easier.
hit and roll
I
in
think
for
the
one?
out turn's easier. We threw it more
Yeah.
times.
Yeah, the only
We've been
thing
working
is
the
this
side
one's
sheet.
lower, so if you ever chip, right? That's a
Yeah,
little difference.
I think you should be fine through that hole.
Okay.
I think that's good ice. You like it?
Yeah.
Well, the double is for one, and it's not easy because you'd have to, well, you'd like to play the in-turn, but the guard is in your way. The nose hit on the one on your right-hand side does not
Cross
give
me
you a
there, I
shot.
think.
You'd have to
Yeah.
roll in. That's the straightest spot in the ice, and that's why Adam Casey's playing the draw.
Speed good?
Should be good, yeah, normal.
Roll for line.
Weight's good.
Tons of line.
Okay,
Final
we can wait a
stone here
little
in
bit.
5 for Adam Casey.
Got a hook. We're going to have to go a bit. Got a
Beaches
hook.
rock.
Weight's
Half
pretty
the
good.
weight. Half the weight.
Weight's
Getting a
coming
little
down.
better.
Line's good. Yeah,
Still
we're
gonna
good.
curl.
Weight's
Still
good.
have to
We're
curl.
there, we're there, we're
Go
there.
Go beach. Roll it, dudes. Go, 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 go,
A
go.
trip, a fall, a roll in, and after all that, a single.
Rocks in the cups get you every time.
Watch your feet.
Huh?
Sean
Watch
Meacham
your
probably
feet.
just more embarrassed than anything.
Eyes like.
Those Tim Hortons cups. Camouflage for those red stones. Thankfully, he's okay. And Skipper can smile. They got the job done.
Artistic merit points.
The triple axel. 3-3 after 5.
The 2017 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada.
Well, not a lot of opportunities for multiple points on the board so far this morning. Only that one end was a chance for 3. Brad Jacobs a little bit short for that extra point, but the last point just scored on a force against 2 was Adam Casey, and he is with Brian.
Adam, I don't know if something's in the water or the air with some of these front ends. A couple games ago, it was Harnden going down and having trouble, and then Meacham's putting on a show there. What's going on with these sweepers?
I don't know. That was the most terrifying fall I've ever had. I was just like, just don't touch it. But happy to get away with there and take our point.
You got to be patient against a team like this. What do you have to do to try generate a deuce against these guys when you get the hammer back?
You know what? I think we've been doing a decent job of it. It's just a matter of capitalizing on opportunities when they're presented. I think both skips kind of missed free points in the first 2 ends, so I guess we'll call that a blank. But I think it's just a matter of putting the rocks in the right places and making sure when you get the opportunity to capitalize on it.
At this point of the week, still alive when it comes to the playoffs. How are you guys approaching your final games?
I think we're approaching them the same as we have all week. Obviously, they're must-wins, but I think it's just a matter of staying in our approach, giving it our all, and trying to get the most out of each shot.
Good luck and thanks for your time.
All right, thanks, Brian.
A really positive attitude from Adam Casey. Let's take a look at those numbers after 5, and they're brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for 22 years. Well, the team overall numbers are pretty good. We saw there that it was 65% for Adam Casey. That's a direct correlation to Jacobs at 85. That's a big difference, even though it's not showing up on the board. Those Harnden boys, well, Ryan Harnden's at 100%. He's perfect so far. It's going to need to stay that way. There's the Canadian Coast Guard heading through the Narrows, going out to the Atlantic Ocean. We're in St. John's.
The 2017 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. By Home Hardware, homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice. And by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for 22 years.
Well, there are streels right across the country, Kathy. I've seen a few in my time as well, and let's see if we have any. Oh, Earl Morris.
You got to think he didn't wake up looking like that.
I'm hoping that that's to cheer on BC. And there's Otter. Hey, Otter. How you
Picking
doing?
on the poor guy.
Well, I was worried he would point the camera up at us couple streels up in the booth this morning.
Tell you.
Focus more on Goche if you guys don't mind. Welcome back to St. John's. It is an amazing part of the country, and we've had a blast so far this week, Kathy.
Love those language lessons, and it is so true. It is a different. It's like going over to Scotland. It's not just that the language has got a very strong brogue. It's the terms that people use, which we're finding out here in Newfoundland and Labrador, which is, it's wonderful. It just adds to this amazing culture out here.
And even in wintertime, we had someday unclose.
I still get that wrong all the time.
Which translated just means a nice, beautiful day, a little bit of wind, a good day to hang out the clothes on the line. It's a close game here. 3-3 in our feature matchup, Saskatchewan, Northern Ontario. And despite that little trip from Sean Meacham, Adam Casey able to make that draw to tie it up, so it is Northern Ontario throwing the Yellowstones now with Hammer here in 6, and already some real estate building here in the front of the house.
That's in, but what if you roll behind the corner? Yeah.
The nice thing for Brad Jacobs is in the previous ends,
I like the double.
with
Normal.
Hammer, there's always been a long center guard. There is not this time. Looking for the thin double. We'll stick the shooter about a half behind the corner guard and clean up the front.
I'd say up. Whoa, firm. Whoa.
Hit it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Front.
Now EJ's at 98%, so he has put his team in pretty good shape.
Okay, not too bad.
I guess.
Jamie Murphy out of Halifax, Nova Scotia, taking on Mike Kennedy and Team New Brunswick. And Nova Scotia looks like they're lying 1, 2, 3, and a chance here for 4.
Whoa! Whoa!
Well, that would certainly get him right back in the game. He's able to hit and stick on that stone in the 8-foot.
Scott!
Find the port, that's no problem. Bang it, roll in, and it will just sit in time. So that is 4. Nice score there for Nova Scotia. They're all lined up. So right back in that game. Wow, good battle there. They're tied up at 5, and that's one thing we can say about the Blue Nosers. They will not quit coming through that pre-competition, and they've given a lot of teams great games.
Similar.
Should be plenty.
Same way. T-line, back 4.
Wall line.
Whoa.
Stay close.
Back 4.
Back 4.
Yep. T-line. Back 4. Whoa.
Stay close.
Perfect. Me? Go ahead. Sit. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't.
A little bit of a bigger bounce than they were hoping. Didn't really want to unlock those stones.
And the updates continue. The Territories and Team Quebec. And Team Quebec coming in with just 3 losses, so still a very great opportunity for them to make the playoffs. And final stone here to come from Jean-Michel Menard. Out-turn draw. Score pair.
A great chance to start to really leap ahead in this game. It's been very tight. He's a big fan of scoreboard management, scoring in the even ends. And there's your 2 and 6, so that will make him happy on a couple of fronts.
Shot jam. Good wait.
Kathy, you were a friend and player winning 3 Scotties titles. Did you ever burn a rock like that, or fall, or have a slip? Or I mean, it's one thing to fall, but if you don't touch the rock, no big deal. But have you ever actually burnt one in a big situation?
You know it, and I think that you're always very honest about it. Half the time it's evident. But even if it's not, it is really one of the best parts of our game is that you police yourself. But it's impossible if you're jumping around a million guards at some point not to go down if you're playing a whole lot. Just pick yourself up and cough up the honesty.
Little big.
But yeah, you do whatever you can, and usually your teammates are clunking you in the head just to get you out of the way, or the ones that I played with anyways.
Oh, similar to broadcasting.
Yes.
We're not moving that one.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I forget. It was, man, we've called so many games together now, Kathy, but I think it was a Brier, or maybe it was the Scotties, and a player fell and was coming towards the rock, and their teammate used the broom physically and swept them out of the
I am not kidding you.
to make sure it was fine still. Oh, man.
And the fallen player would not be at all offended by that, because the last thing you want to do is touch the stone
doubles.
But yeah, your love of mankind goes out the window pretty quickly.
Oh, how'd you break your rib?
You don't
Broom.
want to roll to a spot where
From my friend.
makes it easy. You know?
Whatever you like.
Just roll it to like here.
Last Rock is Northern Ontario, and why they are hitting a stone that is not shot is because they don't have a really good path to get that second stone. So by Ryan not only removing one of those Saskatchewan stones and rolling over, he's going to open up that side, that outturn side of the house, and access to the forefoot for Brad Jacobs.
Roll far.
Roll far.
Yep. Hard each. Keep going. Good.
Very nice. Opens it up, lies 2.
I don't think I have enough.
With like board. If you can't get across, you got to play this double, I guess.
That's not bad.
Yeah, then they're shot behind the
You
guard.
can't get across? You can, easy.
What if you just play hack and
How
try
much
and
do
get
I have
it?
to hit to make that run, like with the red?
Boy, that's
3
tough.
quarters. You just got to roll it to here.
He wants him to get by that top yellow one to hit the red one on the guard side to drive it back.
Just come back and just tap it. Yeah, I like that.
That's good.
That's not.
Can you make this?
No, but it's not bad. Like, even if you get to nose, it's pretty good.
Not horrible either. That or the double, I think.
Okay, let's
The
make
double
this.
might jam though, hey?
What's that?
Double jams over there?
It should get under it, but it could. I like this.
Okay, I only have 2/3.
Okay,
So,
board.
board?
Yep. Even if you don't roll it all the way buried, it's okay.
Should get a little curl in that frost, I would think.
So I'm not. So I shouldn't be like.
I don't think the weight will change. It's just the curl. Nice weight.
He's talking about the frost. We have not seen any frost out here, but what you definitely do is have paths on the far outside where Dustin is that are flattened out just because there's not been any traffic, and so often that they will float and curl a little bit more.
Huh?
Freeze?
Yeah, that's probably the call.
Like that?
Play the yellow.
Freeze?
Or freeze.
Just freeze.
Probably going here. I don't like that.
I guess we could play.
I was thinking play the
We
yellow.
could play our
roll.
yellow and roll there, too.
I know, that's the other call.
Whatever you like.
We
I'm good.
freeze. He makes a double. Yeah.
I mean, you go here, he's probably going to freeze or go wrap. I think this is probably the call.
Like it.
Board.
So a lot of times when you're lying 1, you draw to the wings on the other side to get your sure 2, but at this level and knowing your opponent, they know that Adam Casey isn't going to be chasing a stone to concede to in a game that is tied up and will likely either go around or corner freeze and maybe take the end away. So they want to open up the front, get that yellow stone on an angle, get rid of the red, and roll the shooter. Multiple things. There's one outcome, and if that stone can stick around, it's 2. Both objectives achieved.
You're going to be on that by a lot.
And he's mad because if it curls a little bit more, Northern Ontario is lying 3.
Be nice to chip the top one knowing we make the double.
Okay.
Okay. Let's get ice.
Got it, bud.
All right, buddy.
Skip stones here in 6. Adam Casey, his first.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Stay close, dude.
Please.
Yes!
Whoa! Whoa!
Whoa!
Whoa!
Finds the crotch.
Hard, Catlin!
Couldn't sleep it.
We hit it first. You're kidding.
Huh?
Like, if you don't hit it or you do hit it, we just paper it. How is that even possible?
We'll show you, Adam.
Like, if you get by it, you make the double.
What he means is that if you hit that stone on the top any thicker, that one goes. If you hit it any thinner, it also goes.
That's ridiculous.
Doesn't hit what?
If it doesn't hit, like it hit that one first. It just caught a paper, like just paper inside.
Third of a rock was normal.
Which tells me the double.
It is indeed.
So make this, and Northern Ontario looking very good to pick up a deuce and maybe more here in 6.
Whoa, whoa. Real hard. Real hard.
EJ Harnden, big scrubs, and here it comes right into your living room.
Good.
And out just enough as Northern Ontario lies 3.
Love the weight choice by Brad Jacobs on that shot. Did not have to throw it 100 miles an hour. A very manageable weight, easy to read for Ryan Fry.
He's got to be careful there, no?
Great shot, man.
And now it's actually a similar sort of pocket to the shot that Adam just played. Do you have to be careful there, Kathy, on which stone you hit first?
You do.
That's good. Try to spin it towards the corner. Might get
So
lucky.
touch the one left or right of the broom?
Left first.
Adam Casey, final stone in 6, wants to make these 2 go away.
Really hard. Easy. Gotta go. Yep.
Kidby on the sweep. Bang, bang, and this time he gets it. And look at the action on this stone. All the way across the house.
Post deuce. Oh, let it spin now. Spin a bit. Spin.
Come on.
And it just won't come back.
Almost perfect. It would have been right behind the guard. That is close to perfect. That kind of says it all.
Go. Yep. Yep. Hard.
It's a huge gear effect because of the pop-up.
Sit. Sit. Post deuce. Oh, let it spin now. Spin a bit. Spin.
Come on.
Trick shots here in St. John's. Very close. Can you imagine he makes that and then goes behind the corner for the force?
2 great doubles back-to-back. Almost a perfect shot by Adam Casey, but instead it's a chance, an opportunity for 2 for Northern Ontario.
Super positive. That was a little positive.
Just needs the paint here, Brad Jacobs, and a chance to go up 5-3.
Line's good. It's in the good path.
Yeah,
Right
you're
to
in
the
good
butt.
stuff there. Yep.
We got it, guys. Good shot, man.
Good sweep, guys.
You know what? At least they're having some laughs out there, Kathy.
New day, new attitude. Looks good.
It is a different team, and this team leads 5-3 after 6. Pagey Captain Kirk. Star Trek, the sociables, always entertaining. New outfits each and every day. And speaking of which, how about some new Letterkenny? You can spend St. Patrick's Day with Letterkenny. Your favorite Hicks and hockey players are back for a special episode celebrating the most perfect day of the year. Streams Monday, March 17th, only on Crave TV. You can start your 1-month trial at cravetv.ca.
I don't know if you checked out the shades on the guy on the left. I don't know how he sees out there. It's like a piano sideways.
It's a superpower thing, right? Letterkenny's awesome, by the way. They were part of Trade Center, and James Duthie had the boys on the show. Welcome back to our feature coverage here. Thursday morning at the Tim Hortons Brier. It's the final full day of round robin play. We've got a close one here between Northern Ontario and Saskatchewan. Brad Jacobs able to score his 2.
A little more. Keep going.
So here in 7, it is Adam Casey throwing the red stones with hammer. And both these teams, sorry, Kathy, trying to keep their playoff hopes alive. Saskatchewan comes in 5-4, and Northern Ontario 6-3. And we have an update for you as well. So we'll go there first. Sheet C, the Territories taking on Team Quebec. It is Jean-Michel Menard leading by 3. One to come here from Jamie Cooey.
Well, and it looks as though Jamie's playing that cross-house double for 2.
Big weight, bangs it, move the yellow enough, and he will. Nice double from Jamie Cooey, and the Territories answering back with 2.
Yep. Hard. Good. Okay.
I'm sure Adam Casey is shaking his head still over last end. Just hits that double a little bit off on his first one, leaves the biter on the outside, and that would be the rock that would actually come into effect to lead to the 2 points scored by Northern Ontario. And on the second one, that spin, if it just stops 1 second earlier, Brad Jacobs has got a really tough shot.
Yep. Gotta go, Pete. Right to it. Right to it. Right to it. Good.
One more update to pass along, Alberta and BC. And Brendan Botcher. So good pressure here applied to Johnny Moe. And one to come here. Jim Cotter throws the 4th rock for this team. And he needs a nice draw here to pick up 1.
Really does. It looks like there are 2 in the 4-foot and another one, so it's facing a number of red stones and does need that 4-foot. Now he does have backing, but when you're in the hack, you're not thinking about that.
Come on, Swat, trust me hard. Hard, guys. Gotta stay on it. Gotta stay on it.
John Morris urging on. Griffith and Swatsky. A little bit of backing, little tap, and it's just fine. So nice shot from Jim Cotter, and a 4-2 advantage for BC after 7.
Good straight. Throw me. Good shot.
Now, without last rock, Northern Ontario would like to roll to the center and do just that little bit.
So you just saw those updates, and this is why it's so important right now. You look at Northern Ontario, our feature matchup, they don't want to drop to 4 losses. Quebec at 5-3, same situation there. John Morris and BC at 5-4, they cannot afford another loss. Same goes for Adam Casey in Saskatchewan.
Little more.
And by the way, BC will play Saskatchewan later on tonight.
Ooh, big game.
So the loser of that game, no matter what happens here, will be out. So obviously it is literally must-win Thursday for these teams on the bubble.
Sit.
Okay, buddy.
And the top dog right now, Manitoba, Mike McEwen, not on the ice this morning. We'll see them this afternoon.
I didn't think he'd square it more. 1 corner, then a freeze, buddy.
Now, the teams are all very fortunate the way this setup is. BJ talked about it last night, just how fortunate it is that this setup is such that it is just a short pedway walk back to the hotel. And so
right at the back of the
for the host committee, they don't have to worry about drivers. But more importantly for the teams, you come and go as is your schedule. Some members of your team may want to be in the building an hour out to stretch. Some may want to come different. When you have a driver, when you're at a distance from the venue, you have to go as a team. And that isn't always the best situation for everyone here. Because it is just a short walk over, you have the luxury of coming and going as you please. You can race back to the room to eat in between draws if you want. It is ideal.
And it is Manitoba and Team Canada this afternoon. That's a massive game for implications of the 1-2 page playoff game. If Team Canada, they come in with 2 losses, they can bring
just leave it higher
Mike McEwen back.
You get a little bit better angle.
And that head-to-head win-loss is crucial as well. Lots to be decided here on this Thursday on TSN, and we got you covered right through with each and every draw.
Playing the peel.
Yep. Hard.
So, like,
not too much, what?
Tosh needs. Yeah.
gotta go a little. I pulled back a hair.
Line's good.
Line's
Even
real
a hair
good. All
tight,
you
maybe.
guys. Okay, easy now.
Line's a hair tight.
Line's a little tight.
Okay, we gotta go for weight
Gotta
too.
go.
Okay, you're gonna cross
Hard
it.
line.
Keep going.
Hard
Keep going.
deuce.
Trying to utilize the only stone in the house to freeze.
Okay, leave it there. Good weight.
He just got in the spot there.
What's that?
You're just, when you let it go, you kind of got it into that.
Yeah,
just into that softer.
Okay.
Try to stick it.
Much weight, Brad. Control.
Yeah. Your weight, Pete.
Opportunity now for Brad Jacobs to hit and roll away to the wings and set up a situation where there is no double, and would love to force Adam Casey to take one in this seventh end.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. 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 Yep. Whoa. 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 Yep. Yes.
Skip Stone's here in 7.
Radel.
The hit, little roll, and
know,
it is Northern Ontario line 2.
We don't really think about Brad Jacobs as being that old, and he's not. He's only 31 years of age, but he certainly has had hit the number of skips that are younger than him. This is his record facing younger skips at the Brier. Only one loss, and it was a Saskatchewan team skipped by Brock Virtue back in 2013. And look at who he's got left. Well, he's got Botcher left. He's younger than him, and so far handling Adam Casey. Maybe that's his experience. Maybe that's just pure ability.
And Botcher here for the very first time, skipping this all-rookie team out of Alberta.
Where are we going?
Yeah, no, this is the same.
Good weight.
A little bit.
I felt there on my own.
We're there, yeah. Okay, well then, let it work.
Line's good.
Line's really
Pretty
good.
We're there still.
Clean it if you can,
Coming,
Deuce.
getting real good.
Okay, hard. Line's perfect. Easy.
Gotta go now.
Line's good.
Okay, go ahead.
Real good.
Gotta be right to it.
7/8 on
Gotta
the
be
side.
right to it. Hard, you gotta go. Hard, you gotta
Trying to lock this on perfect. And he puts it on the nose. Great weight there from Adam Casey.
Great touch.
What's up, buddy?
He is so good at the big weight shots, but his game has come full circle. Very confident last rock thrower.
I like it.
Also a good tour guide, Kathy. He took
right, so
the Saskatchewan
I'm
team
thinking-
around St. John's on Thursday when they
thinking, like,
arrived, having lived here for 4 years.
Right there.
I like that ice. Let's go, Brad.
A little different than the prairies out here.
Oh, jeepers.
We got to be back 4.
And it's just really great to tour a city that you haven't been to before.
Go, Brad.
And so for Brad Jacobs, no chance to remove that stone. We'll try to draw to lie 2.
Well, it's known as the Rock, and boy, there's some rocks in play every time we look over
Shane
here at
last.
Sheet A here in St. John's. 7-5 Nova Scotia leading. What a comeback they've put on. And it is Mike Kennedy, though, shot stone there on the button. I think this is just the cold draw for 2 there, Kathy.
It is a chance, but you can see the port that is not all that big, so needs to navigate that and then also have that great button weight, because that's what he needs for the second point.
Full credit to Jamie Murphy, scored his 4 and then stole 2, so basically 6 points in 2 ends to fight right back in this game. We'll see if Mike Kennedy can answer.
And Brad Jacobs sliding way deep.
You gotta get by. Hard! Nope.
And a little rub there, so it'll just be the single and a 7-6 game. And now the opportunity here for Team Saskatchewan. I apologize, Kathy, just watching that update, and what happened to Brad Stone there?
Just heavy. Let it go. They did not sweep it, and it slid to the back 12. Was trying to draw to lie the second shot so that this was not going to be something that Adam Casey could take on and be shot with his shooter, but instead it is the stone that is biting the back of the 12.
Talk about the skipper's deuce here after a great freeze.
Normal,
An opportunity here for 2. Final stone, Adam Casey needs to curl up.
Whoa! Should be fine still.
Might need the catcher there of that yellow.
Good boy.
And he did, and he uses it, and he'll take his 2.
Go down the center and touch your
Coming down to the wire here in a must-win game for both sides, tied up at 5.
The defending champs have actually had a pretty up and down season. I expect them actually to be better than they played all year. You know, as far as preparation, I don't think we have to do much different than what we've done. You know, it's just going to take a really good team performance.
They've been great for a number of years now, and they seem to be peaking at the right time for sure. I think the fun thing about these events is, you know, you're playing great teams and great atmosphere.
Great atmosphere, check. Great teams, check. On TSN, check. 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time later today. TSN 1, 3, and 5. This is going to be good. Mike McEwen 7-1. Kevin Cooey, Team Canada 6-2. The winner of that one really could make a difference in that 1-2 page playoff game. You never know. Lots to be decided today, but that will be a good one. Vic Rauter, Cheryl Bernard, Russ Howard back to join our coverage here on TSN this afternoon. Here at Mile 1 Center. And we got a 5-5 tie in our feature matchup here. 2 on the board for Team Saskatchewan. So here in 8, it is Brad Jacobs, Yellowstones with hammer, and full credit, Kathy, to Adam Casey. Makes a perfect freeze, gets a mistake he needed, and gets the skipper's pair.
You know, it is all about taking advantage of the opportunities that you're given, and when Brad Jacobs slid deep, it did open the door for Saskatchewan to tie this game once again.
Wait.
That was a great example last end of those uncharacteristic misses by Brad Jacobs, and we showed in the beginning the percentage range and the draws, you know, the opportunity for 3 didn't make it, then was deep. When he had to hit the side of the pin, he did. But then last end, back 12, not close to what he wanted. And I'm sure he's puzzled by it as well.
Be perfect board.
Do you ever run the guard and roll the center?
I don't know.
Is that bad?
I don't know.
Deuce, do we ever run the guard and roll the center or no?
Hell yeah.
Okay. Kind of wait?
Board.
Okay. Wait's good.
Yep.
Wait's good.
Hold it down. Gotta go. Hard. Hard. Hard, guys. Hard. Hard. Keep coming. No. Roll it.
Now, great pressing to get that by. Brad Jacobs walked up thinking the guard was going to be ticked.
Update now over on Sheet C, territories and Quebec, and one to come here from Jean-Michel Menard. The shot stone is from Jamie Cooey. With that ice, I thought maybe he would try play the tap. This looks like the cold draw for 1, though.
And I think the decision for that, Brian, is there's about a third to a half open, but it almost certainly goes onto the Quebec stone at the back. So instead of flirting with the guard to risk and just having a jam for 1, just playing the simple draw for 1.
Eric Sylvain, Philippe Menard, Martin Pret on the pin. You can bet on taxes and bet on that outturn this week. Jean-Michel Menard has made a lot of draws, so in a must-win game for him, they have the lead.
Not a whole lot more.
Go. Hard. Wait's good.
Hard, guys.
Hard.
Go hard.
Help me, Deuce.
Hard.
Hard.
Hard. Sit.
It will not sit as that spins right out of the rings. And BC continues to lead 4-2 over Alberta in 9. Brendan Botcher with hammer. A blank in 8 over there. A 5-5 tie over here in our feature game. Second stone's on the way. This from E.J. Harnden.
Top 4.
Right, lots of line.
Line's good. Yep.
Right.
Top 4,
Group.
top 8.
Group. Line's good, guys.
Top 4, top 8. How's line?
Right over curl.
Oh, whoa. Roll.
Yes, right. No, line's good.
Top
Line's
1.
great. Whoa.
Yep, go ahead, Dan. Yep. Hard.
Go, boys.
Keep going.
Come on, Fry, go.
You're good.
You're looking for that little bit extra drag in the house to get that finish they were looking for.
Didn't grow enough.
Okay, you like board?
Yeah.
How's that look?
You know what? I could even throw control here if you want.
I like board.
Okay, can we roll far enough with board?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Weight's good.
Whoa. Whoa.
Close.
They're heavy.
Whoa. Whoa, then, whoa.
Go ahead, Meech.
Go ahead, you gotta go.
Really gotta go.
Gotta go. Hard and you'll be okay. Hard. Come up, sit. Okay, just a little big. Nice throw.
We talked in the beginning of the show the story about the brilliance of Catlin Schneider coming into this game and the struggle last night, a 68% by Ryan Fry. Well, for Catlin, those numbers are actually lower so far today than he's been playing, but Ryan Fry bringing his numbers up. But look at the draw for Ryan Fry. Ryan Fry, Brad Jacobs still struggling to have that precision with draw weight.
Player comparisons are brought to you by Travelers. It's better under the umbrella.
Pete.
Line's good.
Line's good. No, line's okay. Still Pete.
Help, Pete.
Still Pete. Still Pete. Whoa, whoa now. Easy. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Pete, the nickname for Ryan Harnden.
Okay, you're overburied it. Good.
Perfect. Great shot, Ryan.
And that'll help those draw numbers.
That's what he looked up, saw the draw numbers, and said, just give me a 4.
It's top 4.
Take this, Goche.
Hey, whatever you like, that's fine.
I don't make them up.
I know.
I think that's too much ice, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
We did have a funny moment when it comes to the stats. It was it not the opening ceremonies or one of the first games for Brad Gushu in Newfoundland Labrador? And the whole building, and it's awesome. I mean, this building is electric when they play. And Brad was 100% on his first game, and every time we'd look over at some of the statisticians, you know, he'd make a shot or tie his shoes, and the place would go nuts, and they'd be all clapping, and they're like, I don't know if they're...
Back watching right now. Back 12.
The support here has been awesome for Brad.
I don't know where to go. It's coming down a little bit. Yeah, you're going to be past it for sure.
Whoa.
You're past it. You're already past it.
Right behind it.
Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa.
It's got to stay. Okay. That's not bad.
It does take its time to curl over there. We saw the difference between top of the house and back. And good audible by Adam Casey, knowing that it wasn't
Probably,
going to be in front of that Yellowstone, to make sure it didn't tick and bounce off.
Like back line weight.
Yeah. That was top 8. Like
Yep.
6 feet more.
Yep.
And for Team Jacobs, cannot leave it
Like
there.
more than that. More.
Talked about a softer rotation by Ryan Fry as you see him pull his hand off. So he knows that he will get more finish. His rocks will curl more than Catlin's, and so needs his own ice, and good of him to know that and to take it.
Yep, keep going. Whoa. Yep, yep.
I got it.
Roll it.
Oh boy, great shot.
Very nice, and that comes from knowing your own
Great shot.
release, your own delivery.
Shooting.
Some teams strive to have the same release. That does not happen on this Northern Ontario team. And so for Ryan Fry, throws it the same all the time. It's crisp, but watch when he releases. It is not a decisive back spin motion where you get a lot of rotation. It is a softer throw, and that means that his rock will curl more.
The roll to try to get out, but control there should be good. Should get a little curl in here. Control weight.
So a guy like Ryan Fry comes into this team, and obviously he's a great player and isn't going to change the way he delivers. That's who he is. I look at a team like Rachel Holman's, for example, and they have a Joanne Courtney joins that team. And would they work with someone like Joanne to, hey, change your release so that we're all on the same page? Is that an advantage then, Kathy?
It is now, but last year I know that there was some frustrating moments for Joanne, and you know, people questioned, questions about her sweeping, but you know, was she the shot maker? And she was trying to overhaul a system that she had thrown with forever. But now for Rachel Holman, having 4 players that throw the same, that can set the rock the same, that can do the same thing, means that it's the same ice going through the lineup. So it's wonderful when you get there, but it's a big change to get to that point.
And congrats to Joanne Courtney winning her first ever Scotties title with that team, and they'll represent Canada at the Worlds coming up.
To come over in there nice and naturally, right?
Yeah.
And look at the difference in the ice being taken by Brad Jacobs for this. It is hack, so it's a little bit more weight. But also, we'll take a look when Brad throws. You'll see his release. Same out-turn throw. It will be much different.
Same story, too. It doesn't matter if you're Jim Furyk or Jason Day. I mean, the swing doesn't have to be...
I'll take Jason Day.
I'll take either of them. Furyk shot 58.
But he's not pretty to look at. His
swing.
His swing. Sorry, Jim. Okay, so here's the release. Much more definitive. Starts from a much more cocked handle, and when he puts the turn on, it's got a lot more rotation. It's going to run straighter before it gets that curl.
Hardings! Roll it a bit, right?
And Jim Furyk, it's okay. I've come to know Kathy Gauthier only has eyes for Peyton Manning. So
yes.
it's
Brad. This body's going to miss it here.
Do we ever freeze?
Jim Furyk's probably in Hawaii at his house right now going, that Gauthier, I'll tell you, watching her curling coverage.
One or drawing for one.
There's no easy line. What's that?
I think I'd like the straight draw better than the freeze if you're going to throw a draw.
If you get it anywhere here,
yeah,
you can't get more than one.
It's not easy to get there.
Pretty hard to get it there.
Like, if I'm by that guard, I'm probably right here.
It's pretty tough. That's what I mean.
I don't think
easy,
so.
but
I'm
it's
not playing the
definitely
freeze.
there.
I'm not playing the freeze.
Okay, well then you got two shots. You got the draw or you got the hit and roll. This way.
Let me just play this.
Straight draw's not bad either. You get half a round on this outside, it's not bad. So if you get half a round on this outside, it's not bad. It's pretty hard to get out.
Save some time. We're gonna look at it. We're short on time.
You have to get harder than that. Though. You have to just get a piece of the floor.
Looking at playing that, here is the issue.
You know, you'd be dead buried in there. Show him
It's not a big court
outside.
to draw.
I think you can. He doesn't like that.
I just think it's tight to that guard.
If you're
It's
anywhere
tough.
along the center line.
It is tough because we're going, when we're throwing our corner guards, that's where we're putting the broom and we're getting way over there. Like, you got to be, it's pretty tough.
It's not easy. It's definitely there. It's not easy.
The draw's a lot easier.
Well, it draws easier.
Draw's giving up.
100 times easier.
Both can give up 3.
Yeah.
If I make this real good, he's probably getting 2.
The same thing, even if you make it, he's probably getting 2. Like, he's coming around and tapping.
I know, from behind, I thought you could get by the guard by this and still make the freeze real good, right?
I think so too.
I think if I'm across the center by the time I'm there, I think like that's the line and I'm a halfway. That's no good, right? It's going to curl more than a foot coming in. Like, I think I'd have to be real cute to it.
Okay, well, if you don't think that's there, then yeah, I don't mind this out turn.
Okay.
I mean,
just got to bite the floor.
Yeah, get 3/4 buried.
Speed should be good here.
Yeah, just almost fully buried is pretty good, right? Like, if you're almost fully buried, that intern's going to be pretty tough. So.
And that is their final timeout for Team Saskatchewan.
Well, there's two very strong messages that I heard there. One is that even though Pat Simmons and Caitlin Schneider firmly believe that that draw, that freeze is there, Adam Casey does not. He is the one holding the broom in the house and feels to get by that red guard tight, it will over curl the freeze. So he's not bought into that shot, so he should never be throwing it. And what I also really liked is when it was clear that he did not, Pat immediately switched and said, okay, if you don't feel then that's there, then let's play that wide out turn and draw around. And that is the call, and clearly Adam was comfortable with that.
Hard early.
Line's good.
Hard early.
Okay, weight's good.
Line's good, Broom.
Hey, line's good. Where are we?
Fight the
Good.
floor.
We're really good. We can go.
Line's
Fight
perfect.
4. Little room.
This could be a game saver here for Adam Casey.
Needs a little bit. Needs a little bit.
Curl.
Hard.
Wants to bury it perfect. Shot stone.
Go.
Pretty good weight, but you can see part of that stone.
And he is not shot.
Shoot.
Good throw.
Oh, good sweep from back.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Another 3 inches and it's perfect.
I thought it was there. Easy.
We were edge. So just inside, that's fine.
I like it.
And so this will be the draw for 2. The risk of making a play on that red stone is it comes onto your own, as you can see the angle, and it is very straight out there with any sort of weight. And for Brad Jacobs, 8th end, chance to be up 2. Not looking for massive risk.
So playing the scoreboard, there was an opportunity for a possible 3. Final stone and 8, Brad Jacobs, the intern draw.
T-line.
Quite content to pick up his pair.
T-line.
Line's good now.
Line's good. It's curling. T-line. Easy.
He made a big draw earlier in this game.
Very good.
Great shot, Brad. Good sweet, boys.
And lovely draw weight one more time. It is 2 for Northern Ontario. And the Brier champion from 2013 has a 2-point lead here in St. John's.
Great it. Good shots, right?
Canadian Tire Senators hockey continues tonight when the Sens take on the Coyotes. You can watch at 9 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Atlantic, available in the Senators region. And right now the Ottawa Senators are second in the Atlantic. The Leafs starting to fall back as they are 4 points back of Boston for that 3rd spot. And actually Mike Babcock has a pretty cool relationship with this Brad Jacobs team. We'll tell that story in a bit, but first things first, an update between Quebec and the Territories. And the final one to come here from Jamie Cooey.
And lots of pressure on Jamie. Jean-Michel Menard on his final stone made a lovely hit and roll underneath that yellow stone on the left-hand side, biting the 4-foot. So it is, in fact, a draw to the 4-foot required against 4.
The Territories playing for pride, and Jean-Michel Menard and his team still battling for a playoff spot, coming in with just 3 losses. So a very great chance to make the Final 4. That's a nice draw there, though. So it is Quebec coming home with Hammer, leading 7-6. We mentioned Mr. Jacobs right there, and Mike Babcock, coach of the Toronto Maple Leafs, and back in Sochi during that gold medal run, Kathy. They didn't start off that great, much like the Brier here at times. Some rough patches, and Mike Babcock pulled them aside and gave them a pep talk and a chat, and they've been friends ever since. I know even in Brier finals before in big games, they would get a text or a message from Mike, just words of support and encouragement. And Mike, with his busy schedule, actually came up this summer to their charity golf tournament in Sault Ste. Marie. So a really nice bond, hockey and curling between that coach and these guys. Another update for you. New Brunswick and Nova Scotia, a 7-6 lead for Nova Scotia, and they've been the comeback kids so far in this game. It looks like they have one on the button there and going out to the weeds here to try drawing for 2.
Well, he is. Not a lot of room for Jamie Murphy to score that second point. Will definitely need to bite a piece of the button.
Hard line, Scott. Hard line, Scott. Hard line.
Line's good.
Scott Zachary on the left making his Brier debut.
Whoa. Sit.
Now needs to stop in time to pick up a pair. And the brooms go up, which tells me it's got to be 2. Lovely draw. Wow, talk about a battle back. He scored 6 points in 2 ends, stealing 2, and lead 9-6. It didn't look good early, but a good battle back in that game.
With that guard there.
Yeah, that's true. You like that one?
And a good call by Ryan Fry. With that corner guard on the right-hand side, as you look, it's taken away the intern draw. So if you're going to remove one, remove the corner guard that's really not stopping your opponent from finding a path to the 4-foot.
Everybody bear it. Okay.
Pretty good.
It's good. It's a little bit close, me. We can wait all day.
Coming down.
We can wait all day. Line's tight. Line's good.
A little deeper than T.
Okay, that's okay.
Back 8.
As long as we're in the rings and fairly buried, we're good.
It's really good.
Probably going to come out open.
Sit.
Breaks to not be death.
Breaks.
Breaks to not be death.
And no breaks available. That slides right through.
And there will go your lone corner guard.
Yep. Gotta go. Hard.
Good sweep, Peach.
Okay, buddy. Block around the inside then.
Yeah.
Fight the back 8.
Right on it.
Side.
Yeah, it's a hair heavier now.
With both of their guards in front of the house gone, Adam Casey will utilize the stone that is half 8 foot, half 12 foot as a guard. Asking Catlin to go around. Freeze to the back stone.
I like the weight. Okay. Fight
early.
back
Okay,
8.
line's
Line's
good.
good.
Line's real good. Yep. Line's good.
Line's
real
real
good.
tight, maybe.
Oh, line's
Northern
perfect.
Ontario has the afternoon off. They'll finish up their round robin with Alberta later on tonight. If they can hang on here and remain at 3 losses, then they have an opportunity to finish at 8 and 3.
Yep. Come on. Come on.
Well, even that little space that they left between those two make this pick out so much easier than if you shrunk that size even in half. Any space makes it possible.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. 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 Yep. Whoa. 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 Trying to take the back one here.
Sorry, Adam.
You talk about Ryan's release, Kathy. Does it make a difference
Like
on
around it.
big weight shots like that, or is it less of a difference?
He actually throws more rotation
does.
on the big weight shots.
I could have done that last night.
But on this
Wish I
ice,
could've
it's
done that last
so
night.
very straight. It's not going to go anywhere.
Good, right?
Okay, you gotta let it work a bit.
A little bit more room.
We're similar here more.
Okay, that's good. We
Gotta
got
let it work.
Weight.
Some
Line's
good
not.
stuff
No.
still.
You got a lot of room.
It's not coming down.
Okay, you're out further.
Dig out.
It's out through.
Yeah. It's just the difference in those lines there.
And a tough end here for Team Saskatchewan.
Yeah.
A couple of unforced errors.
Well, and both of
Right,
them the
'cause if we
wrong
go
way.
here,
If you're not going to make this shot, you definitely want to be short.
Right? You didn't get into the center line smudge. Stayed out there. It's a good throw.
You like to split that?
Good positive
Yeah,
talk
deep.
from Sean Meacham.
Yeah, no, I like that. And if you go here and he makes the roll.
Both those gentlemen in their first Brier, and will take a lot from this experience, no matter
Oh, yes.
where they finish up.
If you do.
We've got lots of time.
Just don't want to screw up this come around. Even if you make a good one,
He's going to play the double.
he could wrap.
I think he'll play the double and go for the blank. Yeah, he'll go for the extra. I'm thinking the best way to force is to play the split.
Make a good split.
And we know this out turn, right?
Yeah, I think
Really
I think we do. I
Nice,
think for this shot, it's not going to do a whole lot.
You want to push it to here and roll to here?
Yeah.
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 That'd be ideal.
Quarter rock with
a post across in the face.
quarter rock with back line.
Yeah.
Try that.
Yeah, even back 8 right here.
More.
So how do you set it up so that Adam Casey cannot blank this end? Without the guards, there's not a lot of opportunity for 2. And so for Adam Casey, we'll for sure be thinking
Now, that looks
already
like a lot,
about
Brian.
getting out of this end and keeping last rock coming home.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
for Brad Jacobs, not interested in presenting that. So they're trying to split the stone on the center line to create the maximum amount of space between the two stones
Yeah, at least. I was thinking
and make that blank attempt a lot more difficult.
Back 8. Back 8.
Yep.
Back 12.
Oh, yep. Yep. Whoa, really gotta go.
Just back 8.
Yep.
Back 8.
Really gotta go.
Straight tap.
Hard.
Straight tap.
No, I want an angle. Hard. Hard.
You gotta go, you gotta go, you gotta go.
Hard.
Tap that hard. Go, 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 go,
Yep,
go,
keep-
go, 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 go. Far, far.
Okay, Brad.
Okay.
The weight was very close.
Hey.
Easier? Because we know the line better for this one.
Oh, it was just 2 ends ago. Adam Casey found a way to orchestrate a pair with his
Board is
stones
buried.
with a nice freeze and a miss.
A little less.
That draw, it's really hard coming
Okay.
across the center line.
Play the out.
Yeah. You'll be in better ice here, but the other one's tough.
Right here, maybe?
Okay. 4 feet more than last end, eh?
That close?
Exactly.
Pull back 8 and we're shot.
Okay.
It's the experience of Sean Meacham as a skip, just knowing the paths.
Sweet. Yeah.
Use tight.
What slides well, what
Line's
does
good.
not.
Line's real good.
Back 8.
That's the one thing Adam brought up now. Played for PEI, Newfoundland, Labrador, and now Saskatchewan. He said in PEI, provincial playdowns, not many teams, smaller rink, maybe a 3-sheeter, and you have a few family and friends come to watch. You go Saskatchewan, arena ice, sold out, maybe 1,000 people coming to watch you. It's just a different show out on the prairies for the provincials.
Good shot.
And we do love curling.
How much do you have?
Good boy.
That's good.
It's a good shot.
How much weight do you like for this shot?
Totally up to you. For me, I'd probably just be throwing peel.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't need to throw it huge. I'll
No.
just throw nice peel. Right there.
And you can see maybe half of the stone will be available to Brad visually from the
Just
hat.
nice, yeah, exactly. Just like nice peel. Not peel.
This is easier than the straight run back of his Yellowstone.
It is, for sure. The run back, you have to hit it on the exact angle, whereas this is just about any contact with the rock will go.
Peel.
Clean. Clean.
Clean. Just clean. Just clean.
Nice throw, Brad.
Nice peel, nice shot as he makes it go away, and
Good throw.
it'll be the draw for one here for Team Saskatchewan. Adam Casey.
It's good.
Try to keep it the same.
Good weight, yeah.
Because you guys went on that most of the way?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
The whole way. It's the same way. It's good for T.
And for Northern Ontario and Brad Jacobs and this team from the Sioux, you could say pretty nice bounce back morning considering a few frustrating performances and games they've had here.
A little more.
Now, this game is far from over, as is the outcome, but for sure
Pretty
for
good.
both Brad Jacobs
Yeah,
and
go
Ryan
there.
Fry,
Needs to stop.
specifically
Never have to
Ryan
worry
Fry,
about it.
that really did struggle yesterday.
Real good.
Just a sense of confidence, feeling better. I'm sure Brad would still, if you talk to him after the game, talk about his draws. He's been either perfect or not.
And this needs to stop in time. Not a brush to it until Brad Jacobs put the broom down, and oh boy, that slides too far. Tough one there for Adam Casey and Team Saskatchewan, as the team from the Sioux is looking good here after 9.
The 2017 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Home Hardware. Homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice. By Scotties Sponge Towels, Purex, and Cashmere. Proud sponsors of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts for over 35 years. And by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures.
Welcome back inside Mile 1 Center. And in the 10th end, update time between Alberta and BC. And one to come here from Jim Cotter, trying to orchestrate a win here.
Well, it looks like he is facing 2 and trying to play the double.
Bang, bang, red goes, and that's all he needed. So handshake, says John Morris, keeping his playoff hopes alive. Win number 6, they are 6-4, and Brendan Botcher out of Alberta drops to 3-7. And for the first time since 1999, Alberta finishing below 500 in round robin play at the Brier. Your standings, Manitoba, we'll see this afternoon at 7-1. Northern Ontario, right now on the ice, obviously they are at 6-3, hoping to stay at 3 losses. Same for Quebec, currently on the ice as well, needing to stay at 3 losses. And you look at
Straight peel, a third
BC
of a rock's close.
trying to hope that other teams fall back to that 4-loss mark.
For Adam Casey, if he's going to get back into this game, needs to utilize those guards. Got 2 up right away, so that helps.
Sorry. Gee.
And they get 1 to go, and they weren't fooling around either. Ryan Harnden fired his first one right through just to ensure the less stones, the better. Sometimes you see him
Quite
put
the
him
line
top 4.
call.
Frustration with Brad Jacobs, and the mockery by EJ is just about the line call itself on that.
I think that's a good sign, though, for that team. If they're still having some light jabs and some smiles and some smirks and some fun. That's a good sign for this team from the
Some
Sioux.
big differences this morning. You know, we watched this Brad Jacobs team a whole lot. They tend to be a very emotional team, which works for them, but it can also work against them, and it did yesterday. You mentioned earlier that in that Manitoba game, it looked as though they were trailing when in fact they were up most of that game. Got into too many discussions, got into negative thoughts. Time clocks were an issue. None of those things are present today, and they had opportunities early that they did not take advantage of, so they could have gone back there easily and did not.
EJ gets another shot.
Try it.
And this time over the top.
Probably.
I'll give you.
One more guy.
And one more update here. Northwest Territories and Quebec. And a good job here from Jamie Cooey applying the pressure here. He has one there, shot stone. So, out turn, final draw. Jean-Michel Menard needs another good one to pick up a single and the win.
Well, and he needs to make a really exacting shot because of Jamie's very nice draw. It's a tie point.
And time after time, Kathy, we've covered them in the morning. We've done the updates, and look at this. Another brilliant out-turn draw, Jean-Michel Menard. Great performance here in St. John's and turning back the clock. He was a champion in 2006 and stays at 3 losses, so that is great news for Quebec.
Back here, another peel of a guard.
Quebec has New Brunswick this afternoon, Kathy, and they'll wrap up round robin tomorrow morning against Manitoba.
It'll be a huge game.
And if they win one of those, great chance. Win 2 of those, and you pretty much guarantee yourself a spot.
Now trailing by 3, it's time now for Saskatchewan to start going in the house, and that's why Catlin's going around the corner guard.
Okay,
You're by. Lots of room, guys.
You're by. Line's good.
Meat's tight
keep
now.
Going, Deuce. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going.
Go, Deuce. Go, 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 go.
All right. Yeah.
They love the game, and they love fist pumping.
Their own little style.
Easy, please. Please.
They do love the game.
It's interesting, over the years they become fan favorites. It doesn't matter the city or the venue. Fans just are drawn to this team, but maybe for the first time last night, the villain against
corner somewhere.
Brad Goucher, Newfoundland Labrador. I don't think they're used to that.
Well, they are, but there were definitely folks in the crowd that cheered for both sides. They obviously wanted Brad Goucher to win. It's their hometown boy, but he being Jean-Michel Menard, actually got applause for some good shots, where for most of the other teams, it's just, all right. Next.
Pretty quiet. Just
easy, guys. Oh.
Crickets and squirrels.
Good.
Saskatchewan will continue to throw a corner guard on that
going,
stone.
Buddy. Keep going.
Good.
Cut.
And for Brad Jacobs, just needs to make it go away. It will force Saskatchewan to draw in the house. And then it's just another make it go away as Adam Casey makes his way down the ice.
Brad Jacobs, his first here in 10, and these are usually automatic, and it is for him as it goes away. So way back on that first end, Captain Saskatchewan with hammer did score the first point, but ever since then it's been catch-up time.
Well, it really has been, and we go back to the draw in 4. That was a huge point, even though it was for 1, because up until then he had been light, he had been heavy, And then the big turning point in the 9th end, an opportunity for Saskatchewan, not made. It was a steal, and that's really put the advantage to Northern Ontario this morning.
The game story brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada. And they want to get this in the paint here for Adam Casey.
Keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going, hard.
Got to try to touch the blue. And not quite there, and regardless.
Well, they're going to continue to throw because should Brad Jacobs miss this stone, there is a chance for the split. It is close enough to the house.
Rock on the way. Gloves are coming off. Bang. Game over. Northern Ontario keeping their playoff hopes alive with a win over Team Saskatchewan and Adam Casey. And for Adam and this team, it'll be playing for pride going forward. 8-5 your final score. And a much better performance from the Brier champions and Olympic gold medalists here in St. John's. So is the playoffs looming for that team? Well, time will tell. You see Manitoba, we'll see them this afternoon at 7-1. Two teams with 2 losses, Northern Ontario and Quebec with 3 losses. And the question remains, will those 4 lost teams get you anything here at the Brier?
The 2017 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada.
One game remains here at Mile One Center on this Thursday morning. It's a battle for pride with these two provinces, New Brunswick. Mike Kennedy taking on Jamie Murphy and Nova Scotia.
We gotta get 2 around those guards, the other ones.
And it is Team New Brunswick throwing the red stones. And this one from Mike Lecoq.
That one's...
Well, Nova Scotia has not only the 2-point lead in this game, but they also have last rock.
Yep, you gotta
We're not quite to your broom.
Back to center.
And so for Jamie, he's not really worried about the one in the house. He's going to try to keep that front open.
And Mark Lecoq with a nice
Got to think about going under those
guard there.
No, that's what I said. Yeah. Feels good, yeah.
What a comeback through those 2 and 6 points. A take of 4, we saw that. And then a steal of 2.
No.
Scott Zachary for his team out of Halifax, and he gets just enough of that stone. Yeah, the real difference there, Kathy, on the scoreboard was the 4 from Jamie Murphy, and then stole 2 to get right back in it and then take the lead. And now, since then, it's been Mike Kennedy chasing.
Is that enough? It's okay if I chip ours. Okay.
Little tight.
Slow spot, though.
Shade tight. The line's
Scott
okay.
Jones,
Line's
third
fine with
stones
that
for
rock.
Team New Brunswick.
We'll tick off it.
Whoa.
Stay close. Stay real close. And still chunk on. Yep, go Jamie. Yep.
Jamie Brandon, a little extra scrub there, and they'll split those 2 red stones.
I think you make this now.
Yep.
What turn do you like, in?
Sure, yeah. How
Wait.
much?
Kind of wait. Firm?
How
The
much?
shooter came in.
Firm or peel? Thin half.
Thin half?
Yeah,
I like peel.
Yeah.
Shooter came in, finished very hard at the end, and because of the stagger in it going deeper, that double is there.
And that is Jordan Pinder,
Yep.
who throws third stones for Nova
Real hard.
Scotia.
Real hard, Scott.
Trying the double.
Very nice.
Bang, bang. Gets them both to go. That's a big shot here when you look at the scoreboard, and Nova Scotia does have hammer here in 10.
And it's a great shot as well, because not only did he remove the 2,
are
he
you trying
left
to
his
move it?
shooter in the 4-foot.
Okay.
Watch the action. 1, 2, and then sticks it there. So for Mike Kennedy to try to score 2, he has to actually tap this stone back, and it is overburied.
Real good line.
Hard.
Looks light. Yeah.
Hard
that looks
line.
light. You gotta go. You gotta go.
Hard.
Looks light. You gotta hit it. You gotta move it back. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Go.
Big scrub there. Nice work just to get it by that
Keep
guard.
going.
Yep.
Do they have enough sauce to move this yellow? They do not. They'll tap it in.
Okay.
It still is Nova Scotia shot stone.
Real hard, Scott. Like intern.
And there is the winning skip from our feature matchup. Brad Jacobs, Northern Ontario. One more game in round robin play for him, and that'll be Alberta tonight. If he wins that, it will be an 8-3 finish here in St. John's and a pretty good chance at a playoff spot. You have to think 8-3 will give you something.
Hard! Hard!
Trying to make that double peel.
Spin.
Okay.
Yeah, it's funny, Kathy. Last year, 8-3 was the number. This year, 8-3 will get you something. It just depends on what it is at this point.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
You can't leave him a double.
Yeah, I guess we go line him.
Just bite the
Line
four.
him up. Yeah, line him up. More ice.
Top 8's good.
Yeah, just top 4. Just a shade less.
And there is a skip from the Capital Winter Club in Fredericton. Mike Kennedy back for a second consecutive Brier. He's a former Canadian senior and world champion.
Room. Moving now, boys. Hard line. Room.
Hard.
Yep. Hard! Hard!
And look at that rock just carving straight sideways at Rex. It'll spill in.
Good line. It's not quite enough weight.
Sticky.
Just the top one, yeah.
This is elimination of stones.
Yep.
There's Jamie Murphy's numbers.
Hard!
Clean.
Hard, Scott.
Clean.
Good.
And away it goes. So now the play has to be made on that yellow stone. So Mike Kennedy lies 2 here.
Thanks.
Might need a little more than that, Mike.
All right, hit and flop. By 2 at least. Go more. I like Ward.
And while these games may not matter to the top of the standings, they very much matter to the province. They matter to pride. An opportunity to get a win and go in the record books at the Brier. Every win matters.
Whoa.
And so that's why teams play with intensity until the final rocks are thrown.
Jamie. Keep going.
Mike Kennedy has to move this stone and stick around. Bang the yellow. But that shooter rolls too far, and that'll do it. Handshakes. And a win for Nova Scotia and Jamie Murphy. He picks up win number 3. And New Brunswick, Mike Kennedy dropping to 1-8, 9-7, your final score of this year's Tim Hortons Brier in St. John's. Good jobs all around. So, your standings. As of right now, Manitoba we'll see later on today. Same goes for Newfoundland, Labrador. 2 losses, really good shape. 3 losses, definitely in the mix. 4 losses, we will have to wait and see and find out how things shake out. Last year, remember, it was 8-3 that got you in. What a great game coming up. Mike McEwen, 7-1. Kevin Cooey, your defending champ, at 6-2. That's at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time on TSN 1, 3, and 5. Only 3 draws remain at this year's round robin at the Tim Hortons Brier. Top 4 make the playoffs, and that playoff picture is becoming a little more clear. We can't wait to see you later on today, 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time. It has been a blast so far in St. John's. Championship weekend right around the corner. Thanks for watching. We'll see you this afternoon.